Step aside, Amy! Out of my way!
No! This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him!
Okay, whatever you say. You must have your reasons.
Hey, the ship is losing altitude!
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find that Eggman and put him out of commission.
Sonic, wait here for a second. Sonic, hop in! Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Steam today. We're gonna buy some games on Steam. No, if the game will come back up. Folks, if you watched last week, you know that we played Sonic Forces. And I'm a big Sonic fan. Clayton's kind of like the new kid on the block for Sonic. Sonic Forces sucked. Not even in a fun way. It just sucked. Sucked the soul out of my chest. It sucked. I don't think I need to say that anymore. So I wanted to prove to Clayton, because you know, you got your kid, and you're like, hey, look at this thing, and it's shit. And then your kid's like, oh, okay, that whole thing's shit. No, Clayton. As my son, I need to show you 3D Sonic games can be good. Now, maybe I shouldn't have started with Sonic Adventure, because, arguably not a good game.
Does this one have a chibi farm?
Do you mean the Chow Garden?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
We'll get into that.
I already like it.
Here's the thing. This game's jank. This is a Dreamcast game. I love the Dreamcast, but a lot of those games are jank. The best way to describe it is if you mix Sonic with Shenmue, because there's a lot of like walking around and talking to people on the street who are like, I like to eat hamburgers. And it's like, I don't know how this helps me. And then it's like, oh, you gotta get the secret hamburger key. Like, there's a lot of bullshit here. But it's so much fun. I love this game. I play through it yearly. It's not good. Maybe it was at the time. But it has great moments. It has moments that are way better than the rest of the game. And the stuff that's bad is never boring. It's never bland. There's still stuff going on. it's fun. So I want to show, like, even a bad Sonic game can be fun. Because I want to prove that Forces is maybe the worst. So that's my favorite line. Second favorite line in the whole game is just, "Ah, yeah, this is happening." So we play in this as the titular character. Clayton, do you know who that is?
Some Blue Knuckles.
We play as Blue Knuckles. Yep.
Oh, hey, I know this guy.
Yeah, this is the guy that I fucking screamed about not being able to fight in Forces.
That's crazy that they brought a character from, like, Forces into this game.
I could end the stream right now. I could just play Sonic games by myself. I don't care. So the police are currently shooting at Chaos. Now, we're not going to get super deep into the game's story tonight, because we're only going to play a chunk of Sonic's story. This game is split up between 6 different characters that you play as, each with a slightly different gameplay style. So you've got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big the Cat, and E102 Gamma? Okay, wow, okay.
Right into a boss battle. That's a bold move.
Yes. So a thing about this game, which is a huge point against it, but I love it, is this game just doesn't follow how a video game structure should be. Like, if you think about the Sonic games before this, you play 2 zones, and then you fight a boss. That's like the norm. This game is like, here's a boss. Oh, you're going to do a level? Okay, you got to find this key hidden in the hub world. Oh, here's a boss. Here's another boss right after this boss. It's jank, but it's so fun. Chaos, that boy there, he's a Chow, who are these ancient, mystical, little cute creatures. He's, I believe, a mutated Chow who comes out of the Master Emerald, and Eggman's going to get all the Chaos Emeralds together, give them to this fucker, and he's going to destroy the world so Eggman can take over. There's the basic plot. There's a lot of, like, Echidna tribe stuff, and there's a lot of backstory here that doesn't really fucking matter. That's the great Dean Briscoe as Eggman. Eggman's had 2 voice actors. Dean Briscoe in Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes, and then Mike Pollock from Shadow the Hedgehog onwards. I like Dean Briscoe a little bit more because Dean Briscoe just sounds like someone's dad. So there's a very expressive. So the cutscenes, you know, in 97, 98, were like, oh, cutscenes, wow! Nowadays, they're a bit shit, I'll say it. But again, it's part of the charm. Like, it's fun because of it. So there's all these bikini babes we can talk to. They're clearly not very bright. There's this random kid here we're going to talk to. If I could stop spin dashing into him. No, we're just going to keep... Okay, you know what? Fuck the kid. Not like that! So this is Emerald Coast, the starting stage of the game. Our goal is to rescue Tails. And it's just, like... There's just, like, things that make you go, like, they cared. Like, these. Like, the chance of you hitting these is pretty slim. These, like, railways. But they bounce off, so you can continue your momentum. It's just... So, I think I talked about this on the Forces stream, but, like... To me, a Sonic game, a good Sonic game is 3 things. Speed's your reward. explorable paths, and a fucking killer soundtrack. If you got all three of those, you've made a good Sonic game. Maybe not a good game, but a good Sonic game. And that's what Adventure has. Like, are we gonna get that? Yeah. Welcome to, okay, did I get out of the glitch? No, we're still here. So, there's two versions of this game. There's Sonic Adventure and there's Sonic Adventure DX. Sonic Adventure came out on the Dreamcast in, like, 98, I believe. Sonic Adventure DX came out on the GameCube. It was whenever Sega was like, oh, we're not making consoles anymore. Here you go. Okay. Right? They're like, here you go. Here's Sonic Adventure on the GameCube. The textures are different. Sonic's got, like, this weird shine to him. Also, the game is just more glitchy. So, and that's the version that gets, you know, we're playing this on Steam. That's the Steam version of this game, is the DX version. There is a mod to make it the original DX version, and I actually was thinking about installing that, but I'm like, no. Listen, let's get it raw. Let's just go in here, see what it's like in DX world. So I don't know if you saw, yeah. Did you see that bunny rabbit and a giant green ball floating around?
Yeah.
So, like in classic Sonic, when you defeat an enemy, a little animal comes out. But in this, if you go pick up the animal, it'll get sent to your Chow Garden.
Oh, you can, like, feed it to the chow.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they eat bunnies? I didn't...
Well...
I didn't think they actually... I didn't think you'd feed it to them.
I mean, you're not really feeding it. They kind of, like, rub faces with it.
I don't know what's worse.
So, it's fair to say I know this game decently well, but there's just jank, right? So, folks, if you see me, like, really fuck up, I'm not gonna make excuses this stream, because I hope you just understand, it's jank. Now, in Generations, which we'll play later, if I fuck up, then it's on me, because that game's perfect in every way, and I will never mess up. Good. But, like, even in its glitches, it's entertaining.
Does this game have... do Sonic games in general have fun speedruns?
Yes. Sonic games are great for speedruns.
Cool.
In fact, we'll talk about this when we get to Generations, but, like, I tried to learn how to speedrun Generations for a while. Like, I really wanted to get into Generations speedrunning, but holy fuck is that game dense with shortcuts. And we'll do... So there's Tails just dead. We'll do some shortcuts in this that I know. I've never tried to speedrun this game, but, like, whenever you know... That's the thing about Sonic games. Whenever you know, you can get through them so quickly, but also you kind of learn, like, how to fuck them up. And we're going to see that here in a bit. So I love... This is the only game I've ever seen where their face rigs are mapped to their eyebrows as well. So when they open their mouth, like, his eyebrows just goes nuts. So Tails, being the genius that he is powering his plane off of a Chaos Emerald. And so, you know, like from the looks of it, he just sticks it in the front of his plane. It's like, good. But no. Like, you know those things are like something Eggman wants. Just don't fuck with it. Like, keep it hidden. So Tails tells us to go take the train.
Well, what did the Chaos Emerald actually do?
You mean like in lore context?
Yeah.
They're just like incredible power sources. So whenever you get all 7 together, you know, you turn into your super form. Same way of like going Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball, except for in Dragon Ball they don't need any items to do that.
Okay, so essentially, when Sonic gets his special form, he's just bombarded with radiation.
Sure.
He becomes a mutant of himself.
Yeah. That's fair. Do we have any chows? I don't. We got an egg.
Tails is powering his plane with a nuclear ruby.
Yeah. Basically. So, this is the Chow Garden. This is one of... There's several Chow Gardens you can get in this game that all have chows. It's only in Adventure 1 and 2, I think. And we might just be too early in the game right now. Now, I could smash it up against a wall. You know, I will. For the sake of the stream, because I don't know if we'll come back. There we go. So now we got a chow. This is the main reason I think people, like, want the adventure gameplay back. I mean, I do too. I love how adventure games play, but people really just fucking want the Chow Garden. And I do too, because I fucking love the Chow Garden. So we're going to give our Chow a little pet. Okay. Now we're going to get him some food. Get some juicy fruits down here.
Well, do you remember the game that I was that we were talking about over Messenger, where you have like
Sonic Heroes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that one have a Chow Garden?
No.
No. Okay. There's a Chow Garden that I'm thinking of. I don't know what game it's from, but it's What happened?
You see our Chow's face?
Yeah, he looks kind of menacing.
We got like an evil Chow, dude. I think it's because I threw him up against that wall. Alright, anyway, you were saying.
Throw him in the water.
No, then he'll get really mad. We're gonna give him, let's name him, and then we'll give him some animals.
There was a Chow Garden that I remember. Those are some interesting characters. Where it was like a small area. There wasn't much to move around in.
Yeah.
And it was like green. There's like a little puddle, and there's like a hill, like a cat tree kind of thing.
It was a Chow Garden?
Yeah.
Well, look at all the Chow Gardens in this game. I didn't do the Chow Garden that much in SA2, so it might be a Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Garden.
Okay. If they all use this camera angle, then it's not this. It had more of like a angled top down.
Dude, I got no idea. It was on a console though? Was it 3D?
Yes.
Okay, so it was on a console.
Because I think is there a 2D Chow Garden?
I don't believe so. There might be in the advanced games, but I'm really not sure.
Yeah, it is 3D.
So our Chow, we gave it 2 bunny rabbits. There was like a mole earlier, but I don't know where the fuck that went. Maybe it was a seal, because I hear a seal. But, so now our Chow, who have nicknamed Stinky, now he's got bunny ears. And so, you see how he's crawling like that? That means he's still an infant. Because we literally just smashed him out of his egg. So, this is the black market. Where you literally... Yeah, so like, if we wanted to... Fuck it. Should we fuck up this Chow?
This one. It is Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay, yeah.
Is that one? I love that one. I don't remember. I think maybe my cousin had it, and I just played in the Chow Garden all day.
Yeah. I mean, like, the Chow Garden is super good. So I just bought villain fruit. We're gonna make a dark Chow here. So his color will darken as we make him more evil. Was Sonic Team trying to comment on something? I don't know, but See, now he's slightly darker. So you keep feeding him until he's pitch black, and like the yellow's turned red. So anyway, that's the Chow Garden, and then there's once you think you get them to a good level, then there's the Chow Race, and you can race them, and then you get stuff for doing that. It's its own little like mini game, and I really appreciate the effort they took to do that while also developing this game. So yeah, that's the Chow Garden. That's probably all of the Chow Garden we're gonna see tonight. Maybe we'll do some Chow Garden before we switch to Generations.
I like the Chow Garden.
I do too. I think it's the one part of this game that like it and the soundtrack you just like can't really criticize because they're just like no, they're good. So hidden around the hub world are these emblems to pick up. They don't do anything, but get them if you want them. So one thing I do really like about this game is if you weren't paying attention to Tails, which I'm usually not, the conductor will be like, or there'll be the announcer who's like, oh, the train for Mystic Ruins is now leaving. And it's like, oh, that means I have to get on a train. Wow. Can I show you my favorite pointless thing in this game?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Here we are. It's just here. You can just go in a door labeled boat and it takes you here. I think there's one person's story later on that uses this for a cutscene and that's it. Alright, so we're going to Tails' workshop.
Alright, I'm gonna follow along this speed run and I'm gonna criticize you when they
No, don't do that! I'm going to try and one cycle Eggman. I don't think I'll get it.
Does that mean beat him on the first try or beat him like without him doing his normal?
He'll do one attack and that's his vulnerability, and then you just mash X and can destroy him. It's really tough to get the one cycle though.
We'll see about that.
God, and like the music in this game is so fucking good. So, Eggman just went behind the cliff and just strapped more shit to his rocket. It was like, now I'm gonna fucking get you, you dumb piece of shit. Okay. So let's try and one cycle the egg coordinate. I'm not gonna do it. I know I'm not gonna be able to do it. I tried doing it whenever I was practicing earlier, and I couldn't do it at all. I got a really short 2 cycle.
Oh?
I got it, baby! There's the 1 cycle!
Ooh, okay, we're on world record pace.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna give myself a good fucking jerk off tonight, because, like, I'm proud of myself about that.
So this speedrun, this guy just did like a...
Yeah.
He did like a backwards long jump into a casino.
I'm gonna take your phone away from you.
This guy isn't even on the level that we're on. He just went past it. I don't know.
So you missed Eggman's great death cycle animation where he just vibrates into the ground?
Okay,
so
he went through the train.
So Tails is just holding the Chaos Emerald, and then Eggman's like, what the fuck? Alright, thanks. Yoink. And then gives it to Chaos. So every time Chaos gets a Chaos Emerald, he gets bones in his body. Like now he's got one big arm because he's got 1 Chaos Emerald. Wow. So this game was the last game where Eggman like acknowledges that his name is Robot. I guess like Shadow the Hedgehog, he acknowledges it, but because in America, his name's Dr. Robotnik. In Japan, it's Dr. Eggman. And so for this game, they're like, fuck it. He's Dr. Robotnik, but Sonic calls him Eggman as a taunt. And then come Adventure 2, it's like, okay, his name's Dr. Eggman. Like, they just gave up. Okay, so now the game gives you no indication of what you're supposed to do next. As a kid, I was like, what the fuck? This game sucks ass. What am I supposed to do? Well, you're not supposed to do is what I'm doing right now, but I just wanted to see how much momentum I could... Because this game's still momentum-based. So, you can do a lot of dumb shit, especially with the spin dash, because you have so much acceleration with the spin dash. So, the classic trick, the classic thing to do is called the spin jump, which is to spin dash, and then you just get this moon jump because of the physics and momentum. So anyway, don't mind the big green dildo outside. Let's go inside Tails' house. Tails has those. And, that's it. So, kind of a life of luxury. I guess he's like water-powered. Okay. Good for him. Anyway, so we're going to take that big green dildo that I said don't think about it. Actually, wait. Is there anything out at the end of the runway? No. Okay. Never mind. Alright.
I bet there's a secret hidden, like
Off it?
underneath. Yeah.
Okay.
I bet there's something right where the camera isn't showing us.
Yeah.
Oh, we ended up... Oh, never mind. Wait, the train just comes here? Did he build the train?
Who, Tails?
Yeah.
No, I guess the train's just always been here. So we're gonna grab this.
That'd be cool if you could just take a tram to, like, the Bahamas.
Yeah, dude, if there were trains all over the world, and I could, like, hop on a train to, like, the Netherlands tomorrow, that'd be rad. Like, yeah, it's gonna take, like, my whole weekend to get there, but, like, it'd be cool.
That'd be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Just out over the ocean in a fucking train.
So, yeah, you're supposed to explore, but I know what we're doing. So you take the windstone over there to the key, and then you just jump into a big thing. And this is Windy Valley. This is whenever the game actually starts being like, okay, let's just get nuts with the different paths you can take. Because this game... Or you can just fucking die. Okay.
Okay, well, that speedrun passed us a while ago,
Yeah.
so I'm tempted to say we're not breaking any records
No,
tonight.
I didn't. I literally spent like 20 minutes in the Chow Garden. So, you know, the first stage is kind of there to be like, can you handle this video game? This game just goes, okay, now it's a Sonic game. Because there's all these different paths for you to take, and the best paths you have to have the most amount of skill for. Speed is your reward for getting good at this level, getting good at this game. And the soundtrack's killer. Like, it isn't a jank fucking, sometimes irritating game. Yeah. Later on, this game, like, I would argue, kind of gets, like, really bad. But the later stories are so short. Like, they're like an hour. And it's like, okay, I'll just fucking get through this. But it hits all the marks of what makes a good Sonic game for me. It hits all the marks of what I'm looking for in a Sonic game. And I love it. I think this game is like... I'm not going to say it's 3D Sonic's best outing. To me, that probably goes to Generations. Or hell, even Adventure 2. Because Adventure 2's Sonic levels are even better. But, I love this game. I love everything this game brings to the table.
Is Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam?
Yes. And I also own that. But I thought it'd be better if we started with the first 3D Sonic game. Also, Sonic's animation just broke. Don't... If you spend all your time looking at how this game breaks, you'll be spending a lot of time looking. So, this over here, you see these rings? I need the Lightspeed Dash to go across that. I don't have that yet. But you can always go back to levels. In fact, it's encouraged to get higher rankings So, yeah. You're supposed to do that. I'm not going to do it. So take that, nerds. Which after this, we can get the Lightspeed Dash, and I'll show you that stuff. Because that's something that the adventure games bring to the series that I hate, and am glad is not done anymore. So don't die. Don't question the fact that Sonic just ran on air.
So to detract from, while we make our way through this level,
Yeah.
some stuff that happened this week. Do you have anything that happened this week?
Not really. I played Red Dead Redemption 2 for like 12 hours this weekend, and it was like, that's the most I've ever had time to play a game in so long. And so I'm making good headway in that. I'm still in chapter 4, but
Okay, I like it.
My week has been really uneventful in a way. So
Nice.
did you said you watched The Abyss? I
Yeah,
think you probably had a more eventful week than me.
I watched James Cameron's The Abyss from '89, and it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it was not that cheesy. Usually, I think of older movies as there's a lot of cheese to it.
Okay.
This one didn't really have that. The characters were all pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked the main character a lot, and I liked. I liked the idea of the movie as a whole, and I felt like they did it well.
Yeah. What's your favorite scene?
I think my favorite scene is, I think I like the towards the end. Spoilers.
Yeah.
The one-way, we both knew this was a one-way trip.
Yes.
I like that. And then it also comes into play like 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
In that movie, also, there's definitely some, there's some very blatant, like anti-war, anti-nuke sentiment, but it's not in bad taste. I think they
because a lot of anti-nuke sentiment is in bad taste.
The way they did it wasn't like in your face, down your throat. They did it well.
Yeah. So Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 have upgrades to your characters. In Adventure 1, it's just in the hub world, which is the right way to do it. Adventure 2, there's no hub world. They're in the levels. So the first time you play a level in Adventure 2, you're just going through like, okay, where the fuck's the item, and then you find it, and it's like, oh, okay, I've already spent 25 minutes in this stage, I guess I'll beat it now. So, this is the Lightspeed Dash shoes. Also, the giant floating orb, that's Tikal. She, we'll see her, well, we won't probably, but she is this girl who wanted to protect Chaos. And her tribe's like, kill that fucking monster. Get that fucking mutant fuck out of our shrine. She's like, no, he's the protector. They're like, get the fuck out of here. So she's just a nice little girl. Why is her spirit hanging around? I'm not real sure on that. I think probably because Chaos is around. But so the Lightspeed Dash, after charging it up, allows us to dash on the rings, path of rings. So we're in this antique shop right now, and there's this golden chow egg. Now if you pick it up, they fucking lock the doors. So you have to find something to place, switch weights with it. I'll be honest. I've been playing this game. This game's 21 years old. I've been playing this game since I was about 13. So about 8 years. I still don't know what the fuck to put there. I still haven't figured out. I could figure it out, but I don't want to. Like, I could look up a walkthrough, but I don't want to because there's just a mystery there. Also, this is my favorite character in the whole game. This is the burger shop man. He looks like any other old man. Like, he literally is this guy's model, right? But the difference is he's the mascot for the burger shop. And so he's not real. He's just a statue that you can carry around.
Try putting him in the golden egg spot.
I've tried that. It doesn't work.
We'll do it again.
Alright, fuck you! Oh my god!
Did we find it?
No joke, I think we just found it. I've been playing this game for 8 years. Hi, welcome to Mike's a fucking dumbass. Okay, so we're gonna take the gold egg, we're gonna put this here. We're gonna take this.
This could be like the
Yep.
world first.
Yep.
Whoa.
This is not a world's first. Okay, so now we got a gold chow egg.
We figured it out.
So let's take this to the Chow Garden and do some more levels. The reason that didn't just immediately go to the level is because I fucking hate the next level. I think it's the worst part of the whole game. So, alright, so let's get this on the elevator. How's our boy doing? How's Stinky doing? Alright, let's just lob this. Pro tip to all you Sonic Adventure players out there. Don't fucking throw your Chow eggs in one of these doors past where you can naturally get it, because you'll be fucked. Learn that the hard way. So I guess we'll just leave him here. Wait for him to hatch. Alright, so let's go get the Lightspeed Dash Shoes upgrade, which is literally just up here. Okay, thank you, game. Thank you. Good game that Sonic Team made. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, everything's alright. Game. Trigger. Okay, go. Okay. So now we got the bracelet. Oh, I'm sorry, the crystal ring. I was thinking the bounce bracelet, but that's Sonic Adventure 2. Okay. Alright, so let's go do the next stage. Everyone's favorite stage. See, okay, you know what? This is actually a good example. So this is the casino level. We're not going to do that guy's triple backflip through the wall in there. We're going to do this as intended, so I can show you. You know, I've been saying this game's perfect. I've been saying, ooh, golden. But I want to show what happens whenever this game just fucks itself. Which is Casinopolis. You remember all the things I said about what makes a good Sonic game?
Yeah.
Yeah, this level has none of those. You have to get a set amount of rings. And to do so, you play pinball. And that's it. Alright, fucked up. That's all you do for the whole level.
It's a cool idea.
Sure. But it is like, if you're speedrunning, it's a run killer. If you spend too much time, because it's all RNG. Which is why they've just decided, like, why they figured out methods to just fucking backflip through the walls and beat it. And if you're a casual player, like we're pretending to be right now, it's just not fun. It's just really simplistic pinball. I want to run around. I want to be fast. And that's not what this is. If we took, like, Discord callers, now would be the time for us to take, like, 20 calls because we'll be here a while.
So I also started
Yeah.
I started playing. I got back into, I should say, Prophecy of Pendor, which is a big overhaul mod for Mountain Blade Warband.
Okay.
Which Prophecy of Pendor is something that I streamed a lot of back in the day.
Yeah.
It's how I grew my channel, because there's apparently a large demand for people to stream Mountain Blade mods.
Okay. That surprises me.
It surprised me too.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah. So there's the little side ones. We'll go to the other one. No, we won't. They take you to this cute little small section where you can get a ton of rings, or you can just fuck off because the game just won't work. This level's not good. And there was a good section in it. I don't remember how to trigger it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I thought it always triggered, and then I was doing a practice run a little bit earlier, and it didn't trigger, and I was like, oh, okay, I've literally never seen that happen, alright. So I don't know if we're going to get it or not, but what would usually happen is whenever you fuck up and lose all your balls, it would take you to the basement. And then you'd have to come back from the basement. Doesn't do that. I don't know why. So we'll go to the other pinball table. That's Nights into Dreams themed. What's kind of your favorite level in Nights into Dreams?
I like the frog one.
I hate that can be actually I can go, yeah, okay, that is a good level, because there are frog stuff in that game, do you even know what Nights into Dreams is?
No.
It is Sonic Team's, for the Sega Saturn, instead of making a new Sonic game, Sonic Team made Nights into Dreams, which is an on-rails flying game where you do loops. It's very strange. It's very Sega. It's fun. But the Sega Saturn sold like shit, so Nights into Dreams sold like shit. And we got a Wii sequel, and then that's the last anyone's heard of Nights. So, which even the Wii sequel was where the fuck did this come from? What? It's got a good soundtrack, though. Yeah.
Is the Sega Saturn, was that after the Dreamcast?
No, that's before the Dreamcast.
Okay.
That is what essentially killed Sega as a company, because it did so poorly. So poorly. And then the Dreamcast came out, and the Dreamcast did mediocre to good. Not great, especially whenever the PlayStation 2... Because the issue is the Dreamcast came out in, 97. And by that point, the PlayStation 1 had been out for 3 years. The N64 had been out for 2 years. And there's already talks of, hey, PlayStation 2 is coming. And then, 98, 99 rolled around, and we started seeing PlayStation 2 stuff. And then everyone's like, well, I'm not going to get the Dreamcast because the PlayStation 2 looks better. We'll have more games. Plays PlayStation 1 games. Fuck the Dreamcast. And so the Dreamcast died. But if the Saturn had done well, and the Dreamcast did what it did, Sega would have probably made another console afterwards.
Why'd the Saturn fail?
So many reasons. Not as powerful as the PS1. Sega as a company was very confusing at the time, in that they're like, okay, here comes the Saturn, this is our new console. Also, here's an add-on for the Genesis called the 32X, that's supposed to be 32 bits. But it isn't. So then everyone's like, okay, I don't want a 32X, I want a Saturn. And then Saturn came out and didn't really have anything that great to play. No Sonic on our Sega console? What the fuck? So people are like, alright, I'm just going to go buy a PlayStation. They've got Crash Bandicoot. What the fuck? And then here's
what was Crash's? What was it? Sonic Ass Game? Is
yes,
that what it was?
the development. Yes, called the Sonic's Ass Game. Here's the thing. Here's the damning thing why the PlayStation 1 succeeded over the Saturn. In just before the things came out, Sega Saturn was supposed to come out on what they called, I think, Sega Saturday. Like, it was a cute thing. I think maybe this is wrong right now, but so Sega Saturn was supposed to come out like whatever at E3. They're like, it's supposed to come out in like let's say September. They're like, yep, it'll be out in September. That's what they've been saying. Then at E3, Sega goes, the Sega Saturn will retail for $299, and it's out today. Which is a terrible marketing strategy because no retailers were ready for that. And the retailers that had been shipped consoles, like I think like Walmart wasn't shipped consoles. Walmart refused to sell Sega Saturns. Because they're like, fuck you, you gave it all to Kmart, not Walmart. Fuck you. So Sega shot themselves in the foot already, right? But still, they could have recovered because they've got a console out right now. Sony doesn't have a console out for a couple more months. This could go great. Sony's press conference for the PlayStation. The PlayStation 1 is launching that year. Sony comes out, leans up to the microphone, $199, walks away. The audience claps like crazy. Sega just fucking committed suicide live on stage. And yeah, like, and Sony had a better launch lineup. They had their hot platformer in Crash Bandicoot. They had a mascot. Sega did not get a real Sonic game. Or the Saturn didn't get a real Sonic game. And that's why whenever the Dreamcast launched, it was like, give it a fucking Sonic game or I'm gonna kill you, Sonic Team. And Sonic Team's like, oh, okay, here's Adventure. And Adventure turned out to be a really fun game, so... yeah, the Saturn just did so... Like, imagine, like... Remember how bad the Xbox One was a joke whenever it first came out?
Yes.
Like, why would you get an Xbox One when you could get a PS4? And it's still arguably kind of like that. Imagine that times, like, 100. Where, like, it wasn't even, like... They didn't even have, like, any real defenders. They had, like, 2 guys on the internet. But this is, like, 1995 internet, so it's all, like, 42-year-old guys. Who are like, I like the Saturn because I can play Panzer Dragoon. Cool. Saturn, not a good console. Killed a whole fucking company, so not a great console. But the Dreamcast, oh, listen, PlayStation 1's my favorite console. Dreamcast is number 2, baby. I love the Dreamcast with a passion. Because the Dreamcast was just so weird. It was so quirky. Like, even, like, the games, like this, like, yeah, it's 3D Sonic, okay, but, like, there's so much more stuff to it that it's just like, where did this come from? Who had this idea to develop this? But it's not bad. It's like, this is such a creative idea, okay. I got a real hard on for Sega. I love Sega, not as much as I love Nintendo or Sony, but I love Sega. But I love the Dreamcast. I'll fucking go to my grave for the Dreamcast. I will take a bullet for a Dreamcast.
How much does a Dreamcast nowadays cost?
Not too terribly much. It's not as cheap as a lot of other consoles, but it's not, you know, it's not this rare thing. Like I said, the Dreamcast actually sold moderately well. It's just Sega as a company were fucking dead. So
I wonder if Sony's I wonder if their original plan was to sell it for $199, or if they just huddled together in the back room and it's like we can crush. One sentence is all we need.
Yeah.
We just gotta lower the price some.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably like a gaming historian video that can tell you that. I really don't know. But what's funny to me about it is like, then like a decade later, whenever the PS3's coming out, and the 360 is like, yep, hey, we're new price point. It's cheaper now than ever. It's like, wow, that's great. And Sony comes out, it's like the PlayStation 3. And like Sony is like known for like, hey, there's a value in their consoles. Like the PS2 was pretty cheap when it came out initially. Like there was value in their consoles, and they come out with the PS3 and they're like $699, which was a fucking terrible price point. Can you imagine if they came out now, or like, yeah, the PlayStation 5 $700? People still wouldn't buy it. Like, and that like. I like the PS3. I love the PS3. But there's a big reason why the 360 did so well that generation. Because the PS3 was like so fucking expensive, and the online infrastructure really wasn't there. There was no achievements. Like a lot of that stuff they played copycat on afterwards because it's what people wanted that generation. And Sony just were so out of touch that generation. And then they come out with the PS4 and they're like, oh, so what we did is we just made a PS3 again. People were like, okay. And then Xbox comes out and like shits their pants on stage and walks away. And it's like, I guess I'll go with the PS4 then.
Well, that's back when the 360 era, Microsoft still had some decent exclusives, didn't they? Compared to Sony?
Sure, yeah.
They
still had Halo was still a big
thing.
Yeah.
Gears of War in the golden years.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others.
I mean, you wouldn't be blamed for not thinking of any others. So that took us 12 minutes to do that fucking stage. And other than cheating, there's not really a quicker way to do it. And that's why this stage is terrible. We're gonna do, what stage is, I think next is, yeah. Let's do Ice Cap, and then we'll call it a day on adventure. Do you understand like why I love this game?
I mean, it has a Chow Garden. That's all you needed to tell me.
Okay. Fair enough.
We gotta revisit the Chow Garden before we get off.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see the special Chow.
Yeah. Let's see if he hatched yet.
Do they hatch based off of like in-game time or
I
levels,
believe so.
or is it real-world time?
I believe with DX it's based on like in-game time. With the original, because the Dreamcast had their built-in clocks and all this, I think it was based on real time. I want a Dreamcast real bad. My brother has a Dreamcast that I did the deal for him. I didn't have the money. I had a friend who was selling his Dreamcast and all his games for $60. 4 controllers, all the VMUs, like 20 games for $60. I didn't have $60 at the time. And I was like, hey Dan, you want a Dreamcast? And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah. So like I did the deal with this guy, I got the Dreamcast for him, and then he doesn't touch it. Me, I'd be fucking playing the Dreamcast nonstop. I love that fucking thing. But, you know.
Oh, that's such a weird controller. What
the Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, dude.
What is that little screen?
That's the VMU. So you know like memory cards? Your memory card is like a Tamagotchi.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and so it would do different things for different games. For Sonic Adventure, you could take your Chow with you everywhere you went.
And do what with it?
Feed it, take care of it, play little mini games with it. The VMUs were cool. They were fucking stupid, but it was cool.
I mean, if that was back when were Tamagotchis popular?
Right around that time.
Okay, so that's an understandable market strategy then.
And PlayStation tried to do something like that in the PS1 era. In Japan only, I can't remember what they're called, but they had a thing like that, but it just flopped. Because, like, the VMU's cool, but the reason anyone used the extra stuff in the VMU is because it was required. Like, it was your memory card. And so, that's the only reason anyone really even cared about the VMUs is because they had to use the memory card portion of it, and then the extra stuff was just kind of like the extra stuff. But yeah, they did all kinds of different stuff. You know, some of them would just display the logo of the game. I think like Resident Evil Code Veronica on the Dreamcast would like display your health on your VMU. So it was almost like a Wii U in a sense, in that you'd like look down at your controller and be like, oh, okay, I'm fucked.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, it's kind of like actually, speaking of Resident Evil, the Resident Evil 2 remake came out today, and like the color of your light bar displays your health. So I think this is probably my favorite stage. Either this or Speed High. Maybe we should get to Speed Highway. We'll see. Just because of how much you can fucking go wild on this. Like with this, I'm 90% sure you're supposed to go down. You're supposed to go down that way, and then I think it like loops around back up top, and then you jump in here. But if you're smart enough, you just go in here. And then there's like this, which I literally found this out today while practicing. If I just go over there, let's see if I can do it. Like, I can just say fuck you to this whole icicle thing, which is so nice, because fuck this. There we go. Instead of doing all the icicles to get up here, I can literally just say fuck you and jump over here. Like, there's just... It's that exploring, and the better you get at it, the more well you know it, the faster it is, and it's so rewarding. Okay. That's alright. God. I'm not gonna lie. I would be down to do a full playthrough of this game. Like, I'm gonna put this on the list of games we should come back to. Next week, we're not gonna play a fucking Sonic game. We've played Sonic games too many times. I told Clayton in our group chat today, our Fudge Films chat, that like, I didn't really sleep last night because I spent a lot of the time being like, what Sonic game should we play? What Sonic game can I convince him is good? Like this one, or like... And then I was like, well, fuck it. Why don't I just do like a past, present-ish, and future of 3D Sonic to prove that 3D Sonic can be good if done with care and done like intelligently. And so that's what this became. But it's also nice because then we're not playing Sonic games for like 700 weeks. Because if it were up to me, if I wasn't trying to be conscious of what you guys want to watch and what Clayton wants to endure, we would be playing Sonic games like every week. And every week I'd be in here like, yeah, so this is Sonic Drift 2 on the game. I just fucked all this up. I'd be like, yeah, we're playing Sonic Drift 2 on the Game Gear this week. It's not good or interesting, but it's Sonic. Like, I really think Sonic is probably the franchise that, like... I'm not going to say it's my favorite series. Because there's a lot of Sonic that I just can't stand. But when Sonic's good, it's, like, my favorite thing. And I don't know if that's, like... Oh, don't you... I literally thought I just soft-locked the game. I don't know, you know, if I think it's just Sonic came to me at the right time. I was like, let's see, Sonic Generations is whenever I was into Sonic the most, and that was 2011. So that was like 8th grade for me. And I was so into Sonic. And not in like a, I'm going to make my Sonic OC kind of way, but in just like, this is really like stylish and cool and has good music. And I really dig that. And I've always felt that way since that point on. Like, Sonic just connected with me in that way. And I've always been someone who I love fast games. And Sonic's just fast. Like, it's just... Everything that I love kind of boils together in the good moments of Sonic. The issue is that a lot of good moments of Sonic, you have to take them with a heavy grain of salt. So this is the snowboard sequence. As you do,
Trying to find this old Sonic game that I remember playing on a PC.
Was it 2D or 3D?
It was 3D, and it was really weird, and I don't think I liked it, but I don't remember a lot of details about it.
Was it Sonic Adventure 2? Because we just established that you've played that game even if you don't remember it.
I don't think so. No, because I never played... Sonic Adventure 2 had the Chow Garden that I really liked, and it also looked a lot better than than the thing that I remember.
You might have played a shitty fan game.
It's very possible that I did. I'm looking at this thing, and this is more the graphics I'm thinking of, and it's some fan game. It's called, I don't know. It's that Sonic Robo Blast.
Yeah, Robo Blast 2.
I don't know if it was 2 because I don't remember this level.
Well, there's only Sonic Robo Blast 2, and that's a Nights into Dreams special stage. Like the special stage in Robo Blast 2 is playing Nights into Dreams levels. Robo Blast 2 is built on the Doom engine. I can't believe I actually made that jump. I completely missed that jump during practice. And I've never missed that jump in my life. I don't think anyone in history has. And then that jump just completely failed me whenever I was doing a practice. And it was like, oh, okay. So that's Ice Cap Zone. That's probably my second favorite stage in the game. Yeah, not bad. What do I need to do for Speed Highway? I'm trying to think, is it worth it to get to Speed Highway? Because I know we're not going to get to it in Generations. So I don't really know if it's worth even like trying to get to it in an adventure. Just to show you the Generations version. Oh. Clayton, actually, do you want to take the controls on this?
Sure.
Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take this controller, just follow that wooden path. There's our good friend, Cuckles, Nipples, Knick-Knack, whatever you want to call him. And he's pissed. Give me the Emerald dudes. So, you're going to fight Knuckles. This is the hardest boss fight in video games. I'll be honest with you, Clayton. If you die... I've legitimately never seen anyone even take a hit from Knuckles. And there's his classic catchphrase, just bored and going, oh no, oh no. There you go, you beat Knuckles. Congratulations. So those are called rival fights. So every once in a while you'll run into one of the other characters and then you'll fight them. And they are always fucking easy bullshit like that. Alright, we'll fight... This is Sonic... Or this is Chaos 2? No, this is Chaos 4. Alright, I'm just gonna skip this. He throws him to Chaos. Chaos turns to Chaos 4. This is the worst boss fight in the whole game. And then...
You know, it'd be fun sometime to do, shoot, what's it called? Oh, fuck.
I love that.
Who the people that, you know the Guardian game on PS4? Where you get, like, that big dog, goat creature?
Yeah, Last Guardian.
Last Guardian. What did they make? Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, they're Team Eco, so they made Shadow of Colossus and Eco.
Shadow of the Colossus would be cool as hell. That's just a good game.
Yeah. We could do Shadow of Colossus. I think I have my PS2 copy. Either that or I gave it to my brother. I'm not sure.
That game's a banger. This just reminded me.
Yeah.
This reminded me of the electric fish.
Yeah,
level.
yeah. Dude, okay. I will see if I have my copy of Shadow of Colossus at the apartment. If I don't, I will get it tomorrow, and we'll do Shadow of Colossus next week.
Cool.
It's going to be the PS2 version, not the PS4 remake. Not because that's really bad or anything, but I have the PS2 version, and I want to play... I prefer to play the originals in, like, 99% of cases. It's very rare that I'm like, okay, I'll play the remake instead. Especially on, like, on the show, or, like, on first playthroughs. I'd rather just play the original. Like, that's why we fucking played Crash 2 and not Crash 2 on the Insane Trilogy, because it's just like, I have the original, let's just play that, like...
What I'm hearing is...
Oh, don't you fucking die now, Sonic.
What I'm hearing is you want to play the original Resident Evil 2.
I'd be down for that, that game's great.
Okay, you know what, actually, I have a question about the Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Are you big into...
Yes.
So what about Resident Evil 4? Because I only hear, like, good things about that game.
Yeah.
That it's just, like, it's a classic.
Yeah.
What did they do right to make such a memorable game?
I mean, it's good. Like, it's just a damn fine game, but everything you know about third-person shooters probably came from that game. Because it's not, you know, Resident Evil, like, tank controls, survival horror type stuff. That's not really in the game. The game doesn't have tank controls. Just everything that, like, everything you know about third-person shooters comes from Resi 4. And was probably done better in Resi 4. We'll play Resi 4 on the show. I'll let you play that game, because that's one of those games that, like, I sit back and I'm like, yeah, I love that game. I played that game, like, what? I've beaten that game, like, what now? And, like, I think about it, and it's like, oh, I've beaten it, like, once. And I really think about it, it's like, I've beaten that game 6 times now. Because it was just a summer where I, like, beat it, and then it's like, you unlocked a new costume for Leon and new guns. And I'm like, well, I gotta play through it again. Honestly, it's like this fucking game where, like, I beat it and it's like, I guess I'll play it again. Yeah, alright. Or, like, the Uncharted games are the same thing for me, where, like, I beat those games and then it's like, I'll beat Lost Legacy and I'll be like, I'll go back to Uncharted 1. Let me play those over again. Hey, there's a reason we haven't played the Uncharted games on the show yet. Because the moment we start one up, I don't think I'll stop. Okay, so...
I wish I had the ability to, like, play games to completion.
I have the mental ability, but I don't have the fucking time for it anymore. Whenever I was a kid, that's, like, all I did, right? Like, I watched Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, and I fucking played, Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2, like, from start to finish in, like, 3 days. And then it's like, oh, okay, I did that. I guess I'll play Spider-Man 2 start to finish again for the 6th time. Alright, well, I'll go back to Ultimate Spider-Man, because I didn't have many games, and so I just played the same ones over and over again. Until I could get enough money for my grandma from doing chores. I'd go to Walmart, go to their bargain bin games, spend $20 on a game, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'll get Ratchet and Clank for $20. I think these games might be good. I don't know. I'm a kid. And I fucking loved it. And it's like, alright, I'll just keep playing that over and over again.
Yeah, there's so many games that I haven't finished. I'll start them, and then I'll move on to something else. And then if I do come back, I usually start a new save and all that. Like, I think I never beat Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, I think is the one I had. I don't remember ever beating that. I got, like, a lot of the way through it.
Yeah.
Never beat Fallout 4. We'll get around to that someday.
You can probably forget about that one. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, I gotta find the right corner. I haven't done this in a bit.
I did beat Red Dead 2, but I think that's because it was just really like a great story, and I really wanted to see what happened.
Yeah.
And after I beat it, I just stopped playing it completely.
I mean, there's really nothing wrong with playing a game until you stop having fun with it, and then you go play something else. Like, that's a mentality that, like, I should probably get into, but I can't. I'm someone who's like, no, I'm fucking here from start till finish. Video games are an art piece, and I need to see everything through forever. Which, with a guy as limited time as I have, means not a lot of games get finished, and I keep buying games. Like, I've got the PS4 version of L.A. Noire, that I bought that in, like, October, haven't touched it.
Never beat that game.
I've got the Banner Saga trilogy, bought that in, like, September, never touched it. Like, I think L.A. Noire is still in shrink wrap, because it's, like, cool. Like, it was on sale for, like, $3 for the physical version of the game. I'm like, fuck yeah, okay. And then Red Dead 2 came out, and it's like, well, okay. Like, I think I was playing Resi 7, a game I still gotta go back to. That's one of the ones that I didn't see all the way through because I was playing Resi 7, and then Red Dead 2 came out. I was like, well, I'm gonna go fucking play Red Dead 2. What do you think this is?
I got gypped on L.A. Noire. I had it on the 360.
Yeah.
And I got like 3/4 of the way through the game, and my save soft locked.
Ooh.
So I did not want to play through it again.
Yeah.
So I just didn't finish it.
Hey, fair enough. I like that you're just not even acknowledging this.
I mean,
we did it.
I don't really know what that whole level was supposed to be.
So it's supposed to be like Star Fox. Like, you're flying through shooting ships. But if you just go to the top left corner, you don't have to do anything. Again, it's another thing that kind of goes against the Sonic design philosophy. Where, like, no matter how well you do, this still takes the same amount of time. So just do nothing. Do nothing, check your phone, tweet some good tweets at Netflix. Like, that's my favorite scene in the whole game, by the way. Is just Sonic, just a shot, he's just walking in midair as he falls. This game, we're gonna come back to this game, because, like, I want to show you when it jumps the shark, when it becomes like, fuck you, I don't want to play as Big the Cat right now. But I want to show you then the game just like, oh, hey, we're sorry for making you do that shit. Here's the most badass fucking thing you'll ever see until you play Sonic Adventure 2. But, like, one thing I really like about this game is, like, the NPCs switch out. And they've got stories. You remember the burger shop?
Yeah.
There's these two kids who, like, meet and fall in love at the burger shop, and you can watch it unfold through the game. So I think we're gonna do Twinkle Park. Yeah. It's Twinkle Park, then Speed Highway, then we're fucking done with this. We'll go to Generations. Folks, this is gonna be a long stream. I told Clayton before we started, like, you get me started with Sonic and we're gonna be here a while. We still got Generations and Sonic Utopia to take a look at. So Amy's found this bluebird who's got a TV around its neck, and her whole story in the game is like she wants that bird to reunite with its family. Which, gripping tale, honestly. Like, how moving. Okay, so now I think, yeah, now I gotta go to Twinkle Park. Oh, the train's out of service. Okay. Clayton, who's your favorite Sonic character?
Crocodile.
Oh yeah, we talked about this, Vector.
Is he actually a crocodile or is he an alligator?
He's a crocodile.
Okay.
So, Amy's being chased by the world's slowest robot. But instead of dealing with that, she wants to go to Twinkle Park, because cute couples get in free. And Sonic's like, this bitch. I was about to save her life, and she just runs off. Okay.
Heard it here first. Girls are pain.
Sonic the Hedgehog is he's red pilling us. Sonic is an incel. Sonic's like 15. Are we allowed to call him an incel?
He's a hedgehog. That's
okay.
It's like different timelines. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's that meme where it's like, how old do echidnas live? And it's like 13 years old. How old is Knuckles? 13. So this is Twinkle Park. This is like a really strange level. Like, it's not bad. It's just, okay, we're doing go-karting now. Sonic Adventure offered a lot of different play styles because they were trying to figure out what worked. The issue is a lot of it doesn't work. What does work? Great. Perfect. Same with Adventure 2. What works? Wonderful. And you know what works? Is the Sonic levels where you're just running around and doing Sonic stuff. But they fill these games with so much stuff that, like, at times, stuff like this is fine. It's a cute level gimmick for right now. But then there's shit like Casinopolis, or like the Knuckles and Ruse stages in Sonic Adventure 2, where it's just like, Jesus Christ, can we get this over with? Can I go back to the good game? If, this is something that's been said about Sonic Adventure 2, and I tend to agree. If that game was just the Sonic and Shadow stages, that game would be considered great. Like, that game would be flat out a classic. But it's not. It's chock full. Those stages make up, I think, like less than a third of the full game. So it's a third of a good game, 2/3 of a not good game. Now that's Adventure 2. Adventure 1, I find, is even more like subjective than Adventure 2. Because Adventure 1's got 6 different play styles. Arguably, 5 of them are bullshit. So, but the Sonic story is at least worth the playthrough. Like, I love this stuff so much that I recommend the whole game just based on the bullshit. So, we just fucked up the pinball minigame real bad. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay, I'll take it. We got some things out of that. So this is a really good level to just like fuck with the physics on, because you've got all these tall buildings that, like, if you really fuck with it, you can get to, and just go everywhere. And this stage can like go by in a wink.
This seems like I like the idea for this stage.
Yeah.
I don't like the skybox.
Sure.
I wish it was more of like a night sky instead of in space.
Yeah. I mean, it's Twinkle Park, so like, let's go look at the stars, I guess.
Everything else, though, seems like it could work.
Emphasis on could. No, Twinkle Park's fine. Like I said, this game it shined the first 2 levels in Sonic's story, Ice Cap Zone, and like Speed Highway, or where this game like really shines. And then everywhere else, it's like ranges from like mediocre, like Twinkle Park, to like, oh, you guys didn't make a good game here. Okay, like arguably anyone. I like Knuckles' story and Tails'. So Tails' story is you're just playing Sonic's levels, but they're like shorter and easier, and some of them the objective is to beat Sonic to the finish, which isn't hard. Knuckles, you go on Master Emerald Shard treasure hunts, which can range from fun to aggravating. Amy is like slow Sonic levels with a hammer. Big the Cat is Sega bass fishing. No joke, it's a fishing simulator. And then Gamma's is a shooter. It's a third-person shooter, It is, but like it's also a platform. It's a run and gun, and that's okay. I just went back in. No. Let's leave. No. Let me leave.
Twinkle Park felt more like a Mario level. That
Sure.
felt like something I'd see in Mario Odyssey.
Dude, if I hit, can I leave? Oh. Why can I not just leave? I can't believe I fucked this up. Alright.
Seeing rare beta footage of Sonic All-Stars Racing.
Yeah, this is Sonic Team Racing coming out this year. Check it out. So the go-karts physics in this are interesting in that, you hold down X to accelerate and you've got a really slow turn. But then if you let go of it, you have like almost this incredibly sharp turn if you let go of X. It's very strange. You see that? Like, it's definitely different. 2 laps to go.
I really liked I really enjoyed the go-karting in... What was it? It was some park building sim. Not sim, really. You were your own person and you walked around.
Are you talking about Thrillville?
Yeah, Thrillville off the rails.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, the first Thrillville was one of those games that I had, and I didn't have many games, so I played it a shit ton. That game did not deserve me to play it that much. That game sucked. But, like, it was something to do, and it was kind of interesting. So I played it. My favorite things to do, which probably reflect on me very much as a human being now, as an adult man, I really liked flirting with the girls and doing the dancing mini games, then they'd kiss you. And I really liked just walking around listening to the one song that was like, he was a skater boy, since he a boy, or whatever the fuck that song was. I think that speaks a lot to me now as an adult. Wow. The best time was 4 minutes, and I did it in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, dude, actually, I don't... Danny has his copies of Thrillville. We could play Thrillville on the show.
Fucking Thrillville.
Okay. Next week, we're playing Shadow Colossus. After that, we might play Thrillville. No, but maybe we shouldn't, because they'll fucking destroy the VOD with copyright claims on the music. Maybe if we mute the game or something.
I never beat Thrillville either, because I think you could actually... That had, like, a story, didn't it?
Yeah.
You had to, like, work your way through different segments of the park.
Yeah. And then, like, your grandpa or your uncle or whatever was, like, the inventor who built the park, and now, like, the IRS is investigating him for tax fraud, and he's like, I need you to take the heat on this. Okay, so this is the best stage in the game. This is Speed Highway. We'll do this, and then we'll go to Generations. Jesus Christ, we've been going for an hour, and I knew this was gonna... This is Speed Highway. This level rules. This also has my favorite... no, I shouldn't say that. Open Your Heart. The theme of this game is my favorite song in this game, but this is second. Because it's just like this really sick techno beat. And then this guy just going up and down and all around. Like, it's so fucking cool. There's all these police robots. It's just like... This is Sonic. And it, like, this feels like classic Sonic translated to 3D. If the adventure games had been only stuff like this, if the Sonic series followed this whenever it moved to 3D, I don't think Sonic would be as much of a laughingstock as he is right now. Well, I shouldn't say that because, Oh, son of a bitch. Because, it's not really the whole series' fault for the laughingstock thing. Because, I don't know if you remember this, but, like, Generations came out and, like, Mania came out, and people were like, hey, Sonic's good again. And everyone's like, yeah, Sonic's good. I love Sonic. And then Forces... Son of a bitch. Forces came out and was a piece of shit, and everyone's like, yeah, Sonic's always sucked. Sonic's bad. It's like, no, you sons of bitches. God, that homing attack is fucking juicy. This game's just rad. Now, does it make sense for there to be a giant floating sky highway? Like, can you imagine driving your car on this trying to get to work at 9 in the morning? Doesn't really make sense, but it makes for a great Sonic level. Okay.
If your car was like...
Okay.
If your car was like automatically piloted, it'd be... You'd spill your coffee.
Yeah.
That'd suck.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's so fucking cool! I really like Sonic the Hedgehog when it's good, man. Like, this is fucking rad! Oh, okay, we're good. Here's the thing, though. Okay, no, we're good. I don't know what's going on with my controller right now, but he is heavily leaning towards the left.
Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck up! But, Sonic Generations does that even cooler.
What makes your controller break?
No, shut up! No, it does that sequence even cooler. So then Speed Highway has like this, like, that was intense, right? Then Speed Highway just has like this cute little like calming section. Where it's like, yeah, just run around for a little bit. Yeah, climb this building. Oh, jump over here.
This is where all the poor people live that can't afford flying cars.
Yep. They can't afford the Tesla self-driving cars, so they live over here.
It's a pretty nice neighborhood.
I think so.
And then you have this little blue asshole running around. He's got cops following.
So, yeah, do you get... Don't say you showed me the Chow Garden. Don't do that bit again. Do you understand, like, why I like Sonic Adventure?
Sure. I think there's some fun to be had with it.
Yeah.
We better be fucking going to the Chow Garden, though.
Yes, we are going to go to the Chow Garden right now before I turn off this game and move on to Generations. I think it's one of those things... I think, Clayton, maybe if I had you play it, I think you would have gotten some enjoyment out of it. Or more enjoyment. I think if we do come back to this, I think for like the Tails playthrough, you could play Tails. Because, I'm kind of like the Sonic, I'm cool, I'm blue, and you're kind of like the Tails. Like, you're Mr. Fix-It, right? Like, you're our tech guy, you're Tails, right? And then Danny's like our Knuckles, in that he's big and stupid. I don't know if you heard that, but Danny, if you heard that, I love you. Okay, so where's our golden egg? Where's our golden egg?
You think the shopkeeper stole it?
There he is.
Someone put it over there. Someone crossed the water with it.
There we... Ooh! That Chow's probably pissed off at us, too.
Put it in the water.
No, we're not drowning the Chow!
It's gonna learn. It has to learn how to swim somehow.
That's not how you teach it how to swim. Alright, what should we name this Chow?
You see that empty space?
Yeah, that?
Yeah, just give it a lot of that.
No! What do we name it? Oh, I know. We're gonna name it...
Jeez, they really do give you, like... There's a lot of different languages in here, and I don't know why. I like it.
Clayton, there's only 2 languages.
They have...
There's Japanese, there's English, and then there's letters, you know.
There's German. There's
Sure,
German
okay, there's
characters.
umlauts, you know, there's different things over the letters, but that's not a whole language, dude.
You can make it a whole language.
Alright, so our golden chow's name is Buffy. Where'd Buffy go? We're just gonna give Buffy everything.
Buffy the Teen Thought.
What the fuck? You can't say that about our chow, dude!
What, did it just grow like... What did you just give it?
An otter.
An otter? So now it knows how to swim!
No, its swim level's still 0. It's got a little bit of swim experience.
That's because we haven't put it in the water. It needs to learn.
Clayton, don't have kids. And if you do, learn where to hide a body. Alright, so much like a Stinky...
It's an abomination is what it is.
Oh, dude, Stinky is not happy.
Wait, we got an elephant. Give
Where?
I don't know. We picked it up in one of the levels, though. Is there, like... Do they go in storage?
No.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. See? It's an elephant.
Yeah, let's feed it.
Should we give it to Buffy or Stinky?
Buffy.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
I
don't think he got any elephant features.
You might have like an elephant's tail.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So
Can you give the elephant now to...
no, it's only a one-time use.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you saw, but also like it's depending on what animals you give it, you know, some stats will decrease while others increase. So you kind of got to specialize your chow. So like Stinky could be our fast one, Buffy could be like our all-around. Oh.
So then does this have mini games other than race? Because I want to say I remember from Sonic Adventure 2...
It does. Adventure 1 does not,
Okay.
as far as I remember.
And then you can like... This game can interact with handheld games, right?
Yes, you can connect, not this version of the game, obviously, because it's the PC version, but you could, on the GameCube, put in the Game Boy player and connect it to your Sonic Advance game, and it would do stuff there.
Cool. Okay.
Alright, so we just spent way too much time on Sonic Adventure. So I'm going to go 13 years into the future. We're going to do Sonic Generations. And I want to explain my choice behind this. 1, it's a great game. 2, it's the only other boost era game that's on Steam other than Forces. So I wanted to show how to do a Hedgehog engine boost 3D Sonic game well. Because Forces didn't.
Would you be upset if I snapped my neck on stream?
I'd be a little bit upset. More angry than sad, because like now I gotta deal with that. And that probably violates TOS.
Yeah.
How loud is this gonna be? Oh, it's not super loud. So this was released, you know, Forces was also for the 25th anniversary.
Oh, I know that character.
Generations was for the 20th anniversary. What character are you talking about?
The blue one.
Blue Knuckles.
Yeah, Blue Knuckles.
all right.
The Blue Knuckles.
So, like, look at this. So you start the game off as Classic Sonic. Because they knew what people wanted going into this game. Is, like... The last 2D Sonic game was Sonic 4. And it sucked. Not good. It was made by Dimps, not by Sonic Team. Not that, probably that would have made much of a difference, but it's not good. So whenever they were like, hey, Classic Sonic's back, people lost their fucking minds. They're like, what? That's my Sonic! Ooh! And so they were like, okay, you start the game as Classic Sonic. And it delivers. this I can tell you, whenever I was doing the practice run earlier, I was playing as Classic Sonic, and I was like, holy shit, does that feel so much better than Forces? Like, Forces Classic Sonic has no physics. It's so bad. This has weight. Does it feel spot on with the classic games? No. But it's got its own feel that I really enjoy.
You know, something I want to mention.
Yeah.
Coming back to that big bell.
Yeah.
From the previous game. I recently learned that when the bell rings in Dark Souls, that's another player ringing the bell.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a cool little thing. Now, if they just had that, if they made that game with like actual easy to use co-op,
yeah,
it'd be cool.
Sure. I think so.
I get why they didn't, but I wish they did. Because I just want to sit back and play some Dark Souls randomized with the boys.
I want to play some Sonic Generations randomized with myself.
We could maybe do that if that's a thing.
It is not. I don't even know how you do that. But, so, in Generations, if it's you're playing through all old stages from previous Sonic games. So, if it's a Sonic game that was a classic Sonic game, whenever you play as classic Sonic, it's the same level. If it's a modern Sonic game and you're playing as modern Sonic, it's the same level. But if it's a classic Sonic stage and you're playing as modern Sonic, it's an entirely remixed level. And it's genius.
Do they have the casino? The casino level?
No.
Oh, I don't remember if that was actually good, but it was colorful.
It was colorful. So I'm probably going to skip a lot of cutscenes, but we'll watch the first cutscene. I believe that thing's name is Kronos? Maybe? It doesn't matter.
Kronos, the god of war.
Wrong. Okay. So, all of Sonic's friends are here for his 20th birthday, even though Sonic is still 15 years old. I don't know how to explain that one away, but,
This brings me back to the good old days of was it Sonic Unleashed, where, did that have open world where you could go buy upgrades?
it has like an open world, yeah.
When bought hot dogs in the ice place, Sonic
Yes,
Unleashed.
that is a thing you can do.
Good times.
So you got Kronos sucking away all the friends. Listen, I'm not gonna say this game's story is gonna win any awards. Like, but it does something Forces doesn't do, which is understand the characters. This game really feels like it is. It's a love letter to Sonic, and I think that's why it's my favorite. Is because like I can just pop it in and play, and there's no parts of it that I hate that much. Like, it's just all around good Sonic fun. So Sonic wakes up. Remember in the episode SpongeBob where Squidward breaks the time control elevator?
Is that the one? Is that the future episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I just want to be, I'm finally alone.
Oh, yeah.
That's where Sonic goes.
That episode's so weird.
Yeah. So, now, there's, it's all white. There's this white out green hill zone. So we're going in as modern Sonic. This is a level that I played this is probably one of the most played things on my Xbox 360. is the demo is this first level to the game. The first modern Sonic level. Because it was the demo for this game. I really fucked this up. It was the demo for this game, and I played it so fucking much. Over and over again till this game came out. And then even more after that, because I didn't have the money to get the game. So I would just keep playing it, and I loved it. There's such a sense of speed, and like adventure, and excitement. And it's just... When I think of Sonic, there are a lot of things I think of. Most positive. But the one level that, like, sticks in my mind... More than, like, City Escape. More than, Emerald Hill. I think of modern Sonic Green Hill Zone from this game. Because I've probably played it more than any Sonic level. I've probably loved it more than I've loved any Sonic level. It's not my favorite music in the series. It's not my favorite aesthetic in the series. But I just... It exemplifies everything I love about Sonic. And the part that... the whole reason I'm going on this is it's in a 3D Sonic game. Everyone will lead you to believe that the 3D Sonic games have no redeeming merits. For several of those games, that's probably true. But 3D Sonic can be good. 3D Sonic is something worth making. Because then we get experiences like this. You know, if Adventure doesn't sell you that 3D Sonic can be good, Generations can. Because it just exemplifies what the series should be. The design concepts that make the classic Sonic games classics are here and present in full force. And they feel so goddamn good. And this game just feels so goddamn good. Anyway... That's my superheated rant on why I think Generations is really good. And I think is very underrated.
Do they still make like modern only 2D Sonic games?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean Sonic Mania was that?
Wasn't that just like bringing back old stuff?
Sure, yes, but there were some new levels, and there's a lot of remix levels. That's fair. Captain Hype says Generations is a speed game over platforming. Completely fair. But I'd argue that the classic Sonic games, whenever they go into just platforming, like Sonic 1 has a lot of like, let's jump from blocks, let's do precise platforming, and it just doesn't feel good. It's just not a lot of fun. I'm not the hugest fan of Sonic 1, so maybe that's why. I love Sonic 2 and 3 and Knuckles and CD, but yeah. So, yeah, so then Classic Sonic shows up and I was like, well, he doesn't talk, so he kind of goes. That's about it. So there's so much in this game that are just like cute details. Like if I switch to Classic Sonic, Classic Tails will be there instead of Modern Tails. Yeah.
Do they have... Can you play every level as both of the characters?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool.
I mean, I think you actually have to, because like you see how Green Hill Zone's now all filled in.
Yeah.
If I go to Chemical Plant and I do it as one Sonic, it'll be half filled in. I do it as two Sonics, it'll be filled in completely.
Okay.
And so I can also just say, screw Chemical Plant right now. I want to go play. Oh, I guess I can't go do Sky Sanctuary. Okay, never mind. I was wrong about that. And then there's all this stuff up there, which we'll get to. Just, if you're going to play a Sonic game, I'm not going to tell you, just play Generations. No. Play the classics. Play 2, play 3 and Knuckles.
And then play Sonic Forces.
No, don't play Sonic Forces. Just don't, in general, play Sonic Forces. Play Mania, but then just make sure you play Generations if you're trying to play Sonic games, because Generations is not one to miss. It's so good. I gotta update the ticker to say we're playing Generations. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna try and go for a speedrun strat here. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, here we go.
I couldn't do it. I used to be able to do it back in the day whenever I wanted to speedrun this game, but I cannot do it now. I lost all my lives in practice trying to get this. I'm not gonna do it, but I just want to show this off, that it's here, cause like it's here. Like, no, I really fucked that up. So you gotta boost and jump.
Okay, yeah, you're supposed to jump, I imagine, when your angle is still not negative.
Yeah. And then you can hit those rings and skip like a huge chunk of the stage. The game just crashed.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, you can update the ticker now, I guess.
Yeah, alright, let's do that, I guess. Okay. Whoops. So, the Steam version of this game, outside of, like, trying to learn to speedrun it, I did not play that much. I played it on my 360. That's where I have 100% save. Like, I have a lot of time in that. And I really thought about, like, well, I've got Sonic Adventure on that. Let's just boot up my 360. But, then there's, like, because we're going to play Sonic Utopia here in a bit, and it's like, there's just a lot of factors. So we're playing the PC version. Let's see what happens here.
I want to see what that is. What is this, like...
Direct Relief Charity 2018.
Oh, that's a cool little knick-knack.
Yeah. So, we're going to get a good chunk in here on Generations. We're going for a longer stream than normal, not our normal 2 hours, because it's... Oh, that's not... Okay. Uh-oh. The Steam version of this game is just not happy. I do not have better SADX installed. I just kind of wanted to go raw dog on the Steam version for the stream. But I think whenever we come back to that game... Okay! I promise I'm good at this game. Whenever we come back to this game, I think I'll install some mods to make it feel better, because it feels slightly weird. Because I'm used to the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure. So hopefully better SADX fixes that. I'm not sure. So like there's stuff even in this level, Clayton, that I think is like super cute. And it's here. Like that shortcut and everything, but like you can grind on these rails instead of running. And it's just like, what a cute little touch.
That Chow Garden, the Chow Garden stuff reminded me of... It got my brain thinking, and I realized what I want is Viva Pinata.
Okay.
Let me tell you what.
Yeah?
I never owned Viva Pinata.
Yeah.
But I'm not the kind of person that would play demos a lot.
Yeah.
Because I never... I don't know why, actually. I don't know. I just never really went out on my way to get demos. But Viva Pinata, I played that demo probably a couple times. Because it was nice. I liked raising little cute animals.
It's... Listen, I played it whenever Rare Replay came out on the Xbox One. It has flaws later on, but it is a pretty fun game initially.
Cool.
So we're not taking the best path in Chemical Plant because I screwed up, but Chemical Plant was actually one of my favorite stages to just go and like try and get good at.
Hey, I remember this one from Sonic Forces too. Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like they reused assets in Sonic Forces.
It's crazy how they like backported every.
That's not even a thing.
We have the what do we have? We had Chaos from Sonic Forces. We have a
Nope.
Chemical Plant from Sonic
Nope.
Forces.
Oh, I fucked that up. There's so much stuff that is like, if you time this, if you know when to press X at the right time, you can like cut your time down by 30 seconds. Like, this really is like a great speedrunners game. And I think like most Sonic games are good speedrunner games whenever they value speed as a reward as opposed to just existing like Forces. Sonic's just... Did you see that? He's like sniffing the air. He's like huffing those chemicals. There's also like the writing's got like some cute lines. Like whenever Sonic is like talking to Tails about Green Hill Zone and he's like, does this seem familiar? And Tails is like, not to me, because Tails isn't in Sonic 1, which Green Hill Zone's from. And like here, Tails looks at the water and he's like, that water makes me nervous for some reason. Like, this game's kind of well written.
You actually get something for the red rings?
Yes. So that's the thing. That's what pissed me off so much about Forces, is you get the red rings, and you get all this music and art and all this stuff. And then there's... Actually, what are you? Okay, I've never used that before in my life. But, like, then there's this upgrade store where you take your points that you earn and you buy new skills.
Wow, it's like how a game's actually supposed to be made.
Yeah, it's almost like Generations is a good game. So we're gonna do,
You gotta go fast.
yeah, let's get speed up. Let's do blast off. That's actually pretty good. Okay. So let's customize. So I remember this like whenever this game had online rankings, I don't know if it still does, but like people fighting for City Escape's top time globally and posting their basically their speed runs of it onto YouTube, and like people competing with each other and having feuds, and I got so into that. I was like, okay, what's their skill set? Okay, all right, what did they do here? And I would like practice so hard for City Escape. Okay.
See, I'd be tempted to play through a Sonic game if I had a family share with somebody who had them, but I'm afraid I don't.
We're not going to talk about this on the stream. Yeah, Mania was also like that. I don't know if it still is, but whenever it came out, it was a lot like that. Where it's just people like fighting for different, like for the best times. So can we? Yes. Okay. So if you see there, our good buddy Fuckles is stuck. So actually, I think Amy's stuck. So because I only did it once, we don't have Amy back. And a cute little touch in the game is whoever you do play through it a second time. So like if I did it Chemical Plant as Modern Sonic. Now if I do it as Classic Sonic, Tails or Amy will say like something different to Classic Sonic than she'd say to Modern Sonic.
Okay, so you gotta play through the game twice to get all the dialogue.
Sure, but it's different levels. Like Chemical Plant as Classic, I'll show you, is an entirely different stage. It's Classic Sonic. Oh boy, those graphics are just real broken over there, and I don't know why.
Where?
The like thing it's supposed to say Chemical Plant Zone,
oh.
And it didn't. The graphics are just broke. I'll be honest. The classic Sonic stuff in this game is good. It's good. But I sing the praises of the modern Sonic stuff because we've seen classic Sonic work. We know classic Sonic can work. The modern Sonic stuff takes the classic Sonic's design approach and does it well. And to me, that's a feat. Especially considering you look at something like Forces, and Forces can't seem to figure out how to be a Sonic game, let alone an even decent video game to play. So, I don't know. Also, did I just fuck this all up?
This definitely looks a lot more playable to me than older original 2D Sonics, because I always had an issue where they felt heavy.
Okay.
It was slow to get Sonic moving, probably because you're supposed to spin dash, and I never...
Well, no, you're just supposed to build up momentum.
Even, what am I trying to say?
I think what you're trying to say is that you've got a wrong opinion. You better get your bitch ass out of my house, god damn it. You come to my house, you insult classic Sonic? No, I get what you're saying. It's... Especially, oh shit. You're a modern gamer, right?
Hell yeah.
So, a physics-based, momentum-based platformer, especially whenever, in the modern conscious, and even back then, Sonic's known for just going fast, I think it does come as a shock. I think maybe it is harder to grasp. Does that make sense?
Maybe. Tell you what, do they have, can you play old Sonics, online? Is that a thing?
Not through legal means.
There's no, you can't do it through, a new age Flash player?
I mean, if you looked hard enough, probably.
I mean, where do you normally go to, play classic games like that if they're not, officially released? Because you could do, Mario. You can do Mario online, right?
Not legally. TOS!
You didn't say hi to that guy. He said hi.
Oh, hi. So now I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna go in with classic Sonic and then finish out with modern Sonic. Oh, Captain Hype, thank you for following. Legitimately, thank you for following.
Hell yeah.
That caught me off guard. I forgot that we have Streamlabs and things do that now. It gave me a little bit of spook.
If you want to see our other brilliant Sonic streams, I think we have 6 hours.
Yeah, we got a lot.
6 hours of Sonic Force.
Yeah, where I get really salty about that game. That's over on our YouTube channel, or our archive YouTube channel, which you can find a link to. I think the link on our Twitch page leads you to our main channel, but I'm sure you can find our archive channel through that. So if you want to see more Sonic from us, and what brought on this stream, you can go ahead and check that out.
See, I don't think I recognize this level.
This is from Sonic 3. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
There's the problem. It's not Sonic Forces.
Oh, they didn't do this in Sonic Forces, so...
The thing in the background, though, I recognize that from Sonic Forces.
Well, how could you not? It was the most important part until it wasn't. Don't make me mad about Forces right now. I'm having fun playing my Generations. I'm like a kid in a candy store, and you just keep coming in and shitting on the floor. Like, just let me have the candy store. So this has like this weird gimmick of these floating orbs that like slowly fall apart. It's really strange, but like it also is kind of like the tops in Sonic 3, so like okay, cool. So it's like a classic Sonic thing, so it's fine, but like I like it. Controversial, crazy thing. Mike likes something in Sonic Forces? What? Oh, Jesus, not Forces Generations! No, nobody use that soundbite against me, please. I hate Forces. You got me all worked up. I'm so mad now. You got me so worked up over thinking about Forces again.
Man, that game was $60 at one point.
Yeah, I'm glad I spent $3 on it. I wouldn't even have spent that. If that game was free, I probably still wouldn't have liked it. They would have had to pay me to praise that game. So Sega, if you want to make more bad Sonic games, send me a paycheck and I'll sing their praises. I'm not above selling out. Let's make that clear. All you have to do, send me a paycheck and get on a new Jet Set Radio game, and we'll be good.
You know what? Speaking of like legality stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to have a little conversation about Siva Gunner.
Yeah.
So his YouTube page was shut down a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so he does like remixes, I guess you could say. Would you call them remixes?
Sure, they're comedic. The team does comedic video game remixes.
And so that would all fall under like parody law, right?
Yes, 100% it is parody law.
Okay.
Brewstom's channel still exists. Okay, so one of them's still up.
They have Siva Gunner 2.
Yeah.
And then there's also archives of people uploading his stuff.
Okay.
Their stuff, I guess I should say. Yeah, but they made a new channel and they're in the process of uploading everything. But it's just a fault of YouTube, right? That they would get copyright stricken is what I imagine happened.
Yeah, I mean it's just YouTube's system being terrible. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry you had to hear it from me. I know nobody else in the world is criticizing YouTube right now, but
Oh.
No, we're good. I'm just not going to go for the high path. That's alright, because I don't usually go for the high path on this one, because this stage is, like, oddly hard. Like, for this early in the game, it's very strangely hard. So I'm just going to go for, like, a nice, normal person's run of it. Do you remember in high school, Clayton, whenever people had to take, like, the PSAs, and, like, Danny and I were going to have a speedrun off, where he was going to speedrun Dark Souls and I was going to speedrun Sonic Generations, and we'd see who could beat it first?
Sure.
This was a thing that was going to happen, and then it never panned out, because I think my laptop couldn't run Sonic Generations that well, and, like, he didn't have anything to play Dark Souls on, so it just never panned out, but it was, like, an idea that we had that for some reason we thought was, like, a god-tier idea. Why was nobody having speedrun races of different games? The reason nobody does that is it doesn't make any sense. It's not really a fair race, is it? Okay, we're just gonna... Alright.
We could do that.
We
have
could.
the means now.
We do.
Except, you have a bit of an unfair advantage here because you got your practice right now.
Sure.
If you could like forget how to play Sonic,
yeah.
we could. Yeah, it might be fair.
Also, this game is like 12 hours shorter than Dark Souls, so you know.
You could do a speedrun of Dark Souls in like an hour.
You probably could.
I don't know if Danny can.
Probably not. between them. See, I think Sonic speedruns and just like Sonic, like speedrun races and stuff is awesome. Like, I think Sonic speedruns are so cool because the game gives you a lot of tools to speedrun it already. Like, all you're really doing is just knowing the best path and also knowing how to glitch the fuck out of the game. So
Something Awful. Something Awful, that's like a forum place, right?
yeah,
Is that still a thing? Because I think that was before my time.
I think it's still a thing. It's not as big as it was. I know Something Awful from the forums, of course, but like they would find just like weird VHS clips, and there's like I'm thinking of Everything Is Terrible. Jesus Christ. I'm very focused on Sonic. Sorry, I'm thinking of Everything Is Terrible. Something Awful is a forum. It's where Let's Plays really began. Culturally important, 100%. Not filled with the best people, arguably, but...
Is that where... You said that's where Let's Play started. Would that be like... People like... Who's our favorite? Who's the guy? Darkside Phil. Did he start on?
No, he started...
Okay.
I mean, he was doing YouTube.
That's
Slow
right.
Beef, yeah. Slow Beef and Diabetes, I believe, came from Something Awful. DSP's the worst. Have you seen the clip of him playing PUBG? There's two really great clips. One where he wins the game by doing nothing. And one where he's just crawling through a field and a car's coming at him. You can see it in the distance. And he sees it and stops. And then it runs over him. He's like, what? I couldn't even move.
Oh, that level.
Yeah.
That level... Sky Sanctuary. I'm pretty sure that level's in, that's in the race game too, isn't it?
And they straight up use, like, sections of it in there. Like, they reuse the assets from this game for that.
Cool.
So, now I've done all the stages, but I need 3 boss keys to unlock the boss gate. And so to get those, you have to do all the stages, you have to fill out all the stages, and then what you unlock are these separate side activities.
Metal Sonic from Sonic Forces.
Look at how short he is there. But, yeah, so, like, to get this boss key, I don't think you have to do all of them. I don't remember. I did all of them, but then you get the boss key. To get a key, must be removed by clearing one of the challenges. So, because we're Modern Sonic, we've got 3 challenges here. If we switch to Classic Sonic, we've got 3 different challenges. And there's stuff like, well, we'll do Metal Sonic here in a second. Let's do Amy, okay? Not like that. So, all it is we're playing through this level, but we have to use Amy's power at one point. We have to use the Pico Pico hammer. So it's bonus content, and it's so good. It's so smart. It adds a lot more replayability to this game. I mean, I shouldn't say replayability. It adds a lot more content to this game.
Something you said earlier when we started playing this game, you mentioned that this game does a better job of letting you get to know the characters.
It represents the characters better.
And so I want to take that idea, and I want to help the viewers understand Fudge Film's characters a little better.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Would you rather be stepped on by Amy or Rouge? This is important. This is important trivia.
Okay, wait. Like, is she giant, or is it like they're normal size and they're stepping on me?
Normal size.
Was there sex happening, or like, is this just a thing?
There's no sex, but you know what? I'll tell you what.
Is it? Do you mean for a sexual connotation though? Because if we're just talking about like, okay, they accidentally stepped on me, probably Amy I think should be lighter. But if we're talking like sexually, I'd say Rouge. So anyway, there's a lot of different like things to do for these side missions. That was a good bit. I like that bit. What would your... Let's create our Sonic OCs. We've played enough Sonic games by this point. You know, I already have my OC, but like you've seen enough now. It's time for you to create your OC. What's your Sonic OC?
I guess like can we get like a big titty goth Amy?
That's your OC.
Yeah, but like legal.
Well, folks, this will be our last stream on Twitch. We are getting banned after this. Jesus. So yeah, so now I can ring this bell and then chase this music note around. And then you get different artwork, but you get... Most of the time you get music from it. And something that's so cool about this game. I don't know if I can do it yet, but you can choose what music you want to play in the stages. From your whole, like, list of music you collect. And it's from, like, Sonic's whole history. So, like, one of my favorite things to do whenever I was just trying to get good at speedrunning these levels is I'd put on the fucking remix of Super Sonic Racing in this game and just blast through the level, and it was wonderful. Alright, so let's go talk to Metal Sonic.
Now, this is important. Do they have Sonic Heroes theme song?
Yep. We'll get to Heroes. We'll get to Heroes, and then we'll get to Speed Highway. Well, no, we'll get to Heroes. We'll get to Heroes, and then we'll call it quits for Generations, move on to Utopia. Utopia is a one-level tech demo that I can show off to you, and we'll go from there.
Wait, what do you mean when you say we'll get to Heroes?
That we'll play the Heroes stage that's in this game.
Oh, okay.
God. But, like, even, look...
Well, this boss battle's already better than all of Sonic Forces.
Yeah! It's so badass! Like, why is Classic Sonic in Forces? Why is anything in Forces? I just hate Forces so much. Forces is the biggest waste of a video game I've ever seen. And it breaks my heart. I mean, I guess I said it. I hate to be bringing up... I mean, the whole point of this stream was to show, hey, there's games better than Sonic Forces, but, like, I hate that I am shitting on Forces again. Because, like, I wish Forces was good. I wish Forces was, like, better than Generations. Because I really wanted... Whenever they released the trailer for Forces, and it was like, oh, it's Generations 2, I was so hyped. Because I love Generations so much. But holy fuck is Forces just a waste of time.
Well, look at it this way. You can look forward to community-made Sonic games because Sonic Team is dead.
Yeah. Like, that's something I actually wanted to bring up whenever we're doing Utopia, is like... it's not even out of the realm of possibilities that Utopia really could be our next Sonic game. Because, like, it happened with Mania, so... So, yeah, we just beat Classic Sonic.
Metal Sonic.
Yeah, what did I say?
Classic.
Listen, I've been up since 4 a.m. I'm a little bit fried right now.
Okay. I did not know that. He said that all of actual Sonic Team went to work for Nintendo.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay. And then they just outsource it, which sounds about right.
Yeah, honestly. So we'll do a classic Sonic one to get the key. So you have to do at least 3 of these side things, which is fine. I think it definitely does hurt the game's pacing, but they're cute and they're inoffensive, so I don't really care that much. And a lot of them are kind of fun. They're not as much fun as just playing the levels, but they're kind of fun. Use warp points to make your way to the goal in the allotted time. Okay. Yeah, the text is not supposed to look like that.
So speaking of DSP,
Sure.
Did you get a chance to watch the newest, was it Down the Rabbit Hole, I think?
Yeah, on Temple OS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was sad. That was a great watch.
Yeah.
But it was sad.
I don't like the guy, right?
For sure, yeah.
But, like, by the end of it, I just felt really bad for him. Like, is he a bigot piece of shit? Yep. And that's why I don't like him. But is he completely schizophrenic and, like, needed actual help? Yep. And he'll just, like, never get that. Okay, we're gonna go over here. So the hardest thing in this whole game is getting all the S ranks on the, like, special challenges. Because some of them were like, what are you... An S rank on this? Please don't come in here.
Why not?
Because...
Why not?
Because we're streaming.
I know. They all know me.
Everybody, she's off screen.
No, you still can't even see my arm. There it is. Hello.
There you go. Cameo for the viewers at home.
This is interesting.
You should have been here when we were playing Sonic Forces. Oh, that was a great time.
So, this is very clearly a platformer, but it's also very clearly 3D, but is it still, like, just a back and forth platformer?
Yeah, it's 2.5D.
Interesting.
Chris Chan episode. I'll need to rewatch that. I watched it at some point, but I don't remember it.
I wish there was a guy who did like a 13-part Chris Chan documentary on YouTube, and then he took it down because he got flagged for bullying, which is kind of fair, I guess, but like he had to take down all of them and put them on a website somewhere, and then he was like, I'm not making any more. But he like really went in depth with Chris Chan. I know a lot about Chris Chan, but like there was stuff where I was like, oh, I had no idea about that. All right. It was a good documentary. I definitely recommend the Down the Rabbit Hole on it, but also, like, if you really want to go in depth with Chris Chan.
He was troubled, right?
Yes.
Like, that's... okay.
Yeah, like I said, these challenges really do kind of bring the game's pacing, like, to a immediate halt. But, like, they're not bad, and they're relatively short. And once you do all the ones you need, like, you don't even have to worry about it, so...
I could see them making good, like, endgame content.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I mean, how many different levels have we... How many different, like, worlds or stages? I don't know exactly. Zones, yeah.
We've done... we've done 3... We've done Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary, but we've done like 6 levels because there's 2 acts for each, or 1 act per Sonic, so 2 acts per level.
Okay, and I haven't been following along too heavily, so we have to do these to get the boss keys.
Yes.
And we need how many boss keys to...
3.
3.
So you have to do 1 of these challenges per level.
Okay. And
So
then that's how
1
we
for
can...
Green Hill, 1 for Chemical Plant, and 1 for Sky Sanctuary.
And that's how we unlock our next, like, set
Yes.
of... Okay.
You have to do a boss fight, and then you go to the next set.
Okay. I guess I see where they're going with this. They don't want you to rush through it too fast since they...
Yeah.
Since they take what I imagine is the best of... the best of their respective Sonic Ds.
They take 1 level from every Sonic game. The thing is that there's 3... I think there's 9 levels. So 18 acts, and you can get through them pretty fast. So I understand why it's here. I just think it kills the game's pacing. And it's really my only complaint with this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it fits better as endgame content to come back to.
Yeah. So this cutscene even plays out differently, depending on which Sonic you go in as. I went in as Modern Sonic, so we saw it from Modern Sonic's perspective, where he watched Classic Sonic in the mirror. If you go in with Classic Sonic, he's watching Modern Sonic in the mirror. It's just the small things that, like, really bring the whole thing together.
Now, if you're playing as Classic Sonic, would you still be the one that makes it through the gate?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're the one doing the boss fight.
Okay.
So this is the Death Egg robot from Sonic 2.
From Sonic Forces.
Nope. Don't you fucking dare. Not gonna lie, this boss fight, I always fuck up. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't think it'll go well. I always fuck up this boss fight. You gotta hit him, and he jumps, and you go back here, and then you jump in his butthole.
Oh, so some other stuff that happened earlier today, actually. We saw the beta or the demo of Anthem.
Oh, did we?
I don't know anything about Anthem. I know it's by EA.
It's
and,
developed by BioWare, published by EA. It looks like Destiny in third person, and I just don't give a fuck about it.
And well, their beta. I don't know if it was an
Okay,
open
game.
beta or a closed beta, but the only person that I really saw talk about it. I mean, there are tons of people doing it. I just didn't watch. I know Critical tried to get in, but he couldn't after 4 hours. Or I think he did after 4 hours.
Mm.
And he said it was just not enjoyable.
Yeah. Ooh, I fucked that up. So you want to get him now. So the first 2 hits of this are straight up like the Sonic 2 fight. Then, it's so cool. For the last, like, then he goes to his second form here. And it's an entirely different type of fight. It's so smart!
Yeah, this is really cool.
Okay, jump button didn't work. Okay. Remember how the, like, forces, it was kind of lagging?
Yes.
I think we might be putting my computer to its pace, like, through its paces too much. Because, like, it's starting to feel like that here. Okay, I am not doing this correctly. I remember, like, so this, like I said, this game was, like, whenever I was getting really into Sonic, this game came out. And there's just so much about this game that is, like, total nostalgia for me. Like, that's why I praise certain aspects. But there's just stuff that, like, came out around this game that is, like, super nostalgic for me. Like, a lot of, like, the toys to promote this game and everything were out, and I never had the money to get any. And now, like, a lot of them are, like, collector's items, like $400. But, like, God, there was some, like, really nice, like, classic Sonic and modern Sonic, like, figures that I wanted to get and never could. But this game just, like, sparked something in me. Like, I remember going to, like, Tales.com and downloading, like, the Archie Sonic comics and downloading the game soundtracks, putting on my Zune, and then I'd be, like, hanging out in my front yard listening to, like, In His World from Sonic 06, being like, this song's so cool, And I quickly got over the stage of, like, it's edgy, it's cool, but I was still really into Sonic. So Kronos just ate that robot and went, yo, I'm out. What could it mean?
Yeah, this definitely is a good. As you know, I'm like a top tier Sonic connoisseur.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I give this game like a 4, maybe 5.
I love that you now do that bit without me, like, ever even acknowledging it. Like, you'll say 4 and I won't say 4 what. You'll just immediately go to maybe 5. Because you know I'll never do this bit again.
I still get a reaction out of you though. You still give me like you like the upset father. Like, yeah. Like, you gotta stop making this joke.
So the moderns meet the classics and they're like, something's fucky here. And then Kronos shows up. What's up?
We need to find that thing, and fast.
God, I love all the designs. Alright, so we got Speed Highway, we got City Escape, and we got Seaside Hill. Seaside Hill, City Escape's my favorite stage in this game. Seaside Hill might be the most well-made, though. Seaside Hill has so many different branching paths. It's nuts. So let's go in. Can we... I want to see... Okay, so I can't just go fuck it. Okay. So let's do... We'll go at these with modern, because I'm here to show off modern. Lightspeed Dash is featured. I know what I'm doing. Who do you think I am, Sonic Team?
Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yeah.
They made a second one of those, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh! So this is the big skip for Speed Highway in this game. If I don't get it... No, I'm not going to get it. Okay. We'll just play it like normal so you can kind of compare. You just saw this in Adventure. Here's what it looks like 13 years later. I am really fucking up all the tricks. Okay. We're going to take the worst route right now. I look like a jabroni.
Oh yeah, right. Sonic connoisseur.
Yeah, yeah. Where are you going with
There's
this?
something I wanted to say about that. Yeah, this is the Sonic game that you want to recommend to people if they don't know what a Sonic is.
No.
No.
I'd recommend Sonic 2. But if they wanted to know what a 3D Sonic was, I'd recommend this one.
How about if they wanted to know what a good Sonic was?
I'd recommend Sonic 2.
How old is Sonic 2?
Came out in 92?
How about they wanted a good Sonic that was made after they were born?
Okay, Sonic Mania. Next question.
Alright, so I guess I'm never playing Sonic Generations.
No, I told you, if you want a good 3D... Look at this shit, though. This is the fucking coolest thing. Like I said earlier, this is, like, super cool to me, and then this game just ups it up. Because you've got the sidestep now, so there's all these barriers to sidestep around. The police are chasing you down the tower. You're in the parking garage now. This game, man. Mama fucking mia. Yeah, if you want good 3D Sonic, play this game. Thank you, game.
This game is cool 2D Sonic too.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like the 2D Sonic. But if you're gonna play 2D Sonic, you play the classics. You know?
The classics look ugly.
You're right. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Don't fucking come into my house. Say the classic Sonic games look ugly. Eat my fucking ass.
Look, I'm just saying what you don't have the guts to believe. What you don't have the guts to, like, to accept.
Alexa Bees, thank you for following.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, we got 2 followers today.
They want good Sonic, they don't want Sonic Forces.
But still, two followers today. We got 3 viewers watching right now. That's pretty good for us. This is a good stream. This turned out really well.
Yeah, this is good. This is giving, and it's good for the stream, and it's good for me because I'm experiencing
success.
Fun. I'm furious. Well, yes.
Yeah.
You know, a couple more followers, I can quit my job, you can quit your job.
Yeah, we'll become full-time Twitch streamers like we always wanted. Alright, so this is my favorite stage in the game. This is the one I tried to speedrun. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to try off some tricks that I remember. We're going to see how this goes. This is a city escape from Sonic Adventure 2.
Wait, from Sonic Adventure... Is this the truck?
Yes.
Truck one?
Yes.
Okay.
This is... City Escape to me is like what cool is. Oh, I got none of the shortcuts, none of the tricks, baby. Just what I wanted.
I really just want to go collect chows right now.
Clayton, here's the issue, is I want to be like, okay, we'll do Sonic Adventure 2 next week. But we can't do another Sonic game.
Yeah, I know. I want to do like a racing sim game. Like Nintendogs, but not Nintendogs.
Sure.
Because Nintendogs never really...
Oh! Love Gekek. I fucked that name up. Thank you for following. 3 followers today, dude. This is a good day, dude.
I like it. We got the followers now, and next week we will lose them.
Yeah, well.
Next week I want you all to unsub.
Yeah. Next week, stop following us. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, unsubscribe. You let us taste success today. Just fuck us up next week. I mean, that's the Fudge Film story. Of like, holy shit, we're doing successful things, and then like the next video we put out gets like 1 view, and it's like, oh, well, that's alright, we made a video we really like this time. Like, I'll be honest, the Tyler video, our most watched video, is not our best, but it has 15,000 views. And it's like, oh, okay, I spent a lot of time working on this video, and it's got 2 views. Alright.
How did it get 15,000?
That's the $1 million question, dude. I have no idea.
Did you post it to the poetry
Nope. YouTube Haiku, no. So
I'm wondering if someone else posted it somewhere?
They didn't, because I'm subscribed to it. So this is a really cute thing. Oh my... God! So many followers! So, it's Knack the Weasel, aka Fang the Sniper, and Bean and Bark, who are classic Sonic characters who just, like, disappeared. So...
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Who is our last follower? I didn't even see.
Chris. You can pronounce that.
Clayton, I'm kind of busy right now. There's a reason there's two of us.
Chris Muches is how that's pronounced now.
Okay. So, the gun truck is back for Sonic Adventure 2. This time, they put fucking giant arms and razor blades on it, dude. I super fucked up this stage, by the way. 3 minutes is such a bad time for me on this stage. I'm so, like, mad right now. But I'm just having fun and, like... God bless, dude. This was a good stream.
Hell yeah. What did Sonic 2 release on?
The Genesis?
Okay. Is Sonic 2 in Sonic Mania?
That's not... I don't think you understand what Sonic Mania is.
I don't think I do either.
Sonic Mania is a new game. New 2D Sonic game that has a level, much like Generations, a level from classic Sonic games. So you've got like a Green Hill zone. You've got a chemical plant zone.
Okay. Sega Genesis Collection on Steam.
Yes.
Okay.
There's Clayton. There's a lot of ways to play classic Sonic. Sega keeps re-releasing those games because they're damn good. So we're not gonna save Rouge or Cream today, because we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go. Let's give you some nostalgia. I've had enough fun with my nostalgia. Well, let's do a Sonic Heroes stage.
I don't remember a lot of Sonic
Great.
Heroes.
I'm glad that.
Is this stage in the car game?
Yes.
Then I might recognize it.
Okay. This is the first level of Sonic Heroes.
Okay, maybe I might recognize it then.
Oh! I did it! So this game, yeah, this one is the best made level in the game, arguably, because you can do some fucking fun bullshit. I'm going to go down here and show you it, and I'm going to die, and then we'll play through it correctly. So the water here, you can just fucking boost on it, and just go, yeah, see you level. So there are segments where you can just boost off and just skip like half the level. And it's totally intentional. It's not a glitch or anything. That's called good Sonic game design. Where with your speed, your finesse, your skill, you can figure it out. You can figure out how to cut half of a level's runtime off. That's good game design.
Yes, I remember this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clayton, I'd go, let's play Sonic Force, or Sonic, oh my god, Sonic Heroes on the show. I don't want to play Sonic Heroes. I did, well, I guess it,
Oh.
I'm really fucking this up, dude. I look like a fucking dickhead playing this game, but, Sonic Heroes, I try and play at least a level or two, like, every couple of years. Because that was my first Sonic game. I played that as a kid. And that's whenever I'm like, Sonic's cool, what the fuck? And I was obsessed with, like, Sonic, but I didn't have any money for any more Sonic games, so I just played Sonic Heroes a lot. Until I was, like, 13 and Sonic Generations came out. So, I have a lot of nostalgia for Heroes, but, like, fuck that game. That game's terrible.
I don't remember anything about it except that you could play with two people. And that's why... You could play.
There's the multiplayer. Yeah,
there's the versus.
I thought you meant in the main story, and I'm like, no.
It had the versus mode, and that's what. And I would play that with my cousin because I didn't own it because it was it GameCube?
Yeah, it was on the GameCube. Yeah.
And obviously I'd never had Nintendo stuff. I had like a DS actually.
Okay.
But I never had any like big Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
So we did the verses in that, and it was fun.
Yeah. I guess I should say I had Sonic Heroes, and I had Shadow the Hedgehog. And I played those two like they were fucking the greatest games ever made. And they're really not. They're really not. Especially Shadow. But, like, they were Sonic. And, like, to me, that was cool. Because he was fast and he was... You know, it wasn't even about, like, the snark or the toot or anything. It was just he was fast and colorful and fun. And that was cool to me. And, like, I think that's always imprinted on me. Like, I've never been into, like, the... Like, Gears of War. Like, I've never been into, like, grimdark kind of, you know, gory stuff. I like gore. You know, I fucking love RoboCop. But, like, the grimdark kind of takes itself really seriously stuff has never been cool to me. Sonic's been cool to me. And that makes me sound like a weirdo for saying. But stuff like this is cool. To me.
Okay. That's fair.
So do you understand why I like this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's good.
Correct. Factually, you're not wrong. We'll take a quick look at. So we saw the past of Sonic games, right? Like we saw Adventure. We saw where 3D Sonic starts. We saw when, in my mind, it kind of got to its best. Now we're gonna hop on over to a fan tech demo right now.
So there's a lot of this. What is Sonic CD?
Sonic CD is the Sega CD game. It's good, but not great. But it's stylistically my fucking jam. The music's killer. There's fucking anime cutscene opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it? Oh, shoot. I don't remember which game he mentioned. The Genesis collection or whatever?
Yes.
Do we have that?
I don't on Steam, no.
Okay.
I have no need for that because I own those games too many times already. So we're gonna hop into Sonic Utopia. I'm gonna play it a little. You know what, Clayton? Actually, I need to run to the bathroom. You're solo streaming for like 5 minutes.
I'll entertain them.
Yeah, be funny, be sexy. Remember, be hot, be naughty, be sexy. And I'll be right back.
Do you want me to get this started, or do you want me to play Ant Wario?
No, you're not playing Ant Wario. You're gonna need to bring up the sound mixer and make sure the sound is set correctly on it once you launch it. But
fucking hell.
All of those settings are correct. Input is correct. And I'm gonna run to the bathroom because I'm about ready to shit my pants.
Alright, I'm taking over.
And then I will be back to talk about Sonic Utopia.
What do you just do with the controller? I don't know if it's set up to work with the controller. He unplugged it, so I'm gonna guess no. We're gonna hop into it. You can also buy individual games from that collection on Steam. Okay. I'm interested to see Sonic 2 since he really likes that, and I've dabbled in the older Sonic games, and they just have not been my cup of tea. So I want to see someone who actually has an experience with the series and see what they can come up with. So let's see. Looks like that's my speed boy. I can roll into a ball, jump. Now I don't know how I can get higher unless, hear me out. Also, the mouse is on screen and I didn't mess with any of the audio, so I should probably do that. Maybe. Can I do that? How are we looking? It's probably kind of quiet, but I think that's how We always have it. Okay. I'm gonna figure this out. I also cannot figure out how to rotate the camera, or if that's a thing. And I also cannot bring up any menu with escape. That's fine, because what we're gonna do... we're gonna try to get up on that ledge. Okay. Alright, I see how it works. I see. I play Sonic games. But what I think you guys are really after, you want Ant Wario, is what you want. You want antwar.io. Let me hear it. Let me hear it in chat for everyone that wants to watch antwar.io. If I can get someone to say they want to watch, if I can get someone to say they want Ant Wario, then I will have no choice but to oblige with what the viewers want. I need one person who says, you know, I came to this stream. Oh, we're fine. I came here tonight for some high-level Ant Wario play. Oh, yeah, you guys have the mouse on screen too. I guess, yeah, that's fine. Or I could just leave it here. I could leave it like right here. How's that look? I think it looks good. You know? Wait. Oh. Oh, you know what? It's not necessarily speed, you just jump higher if you don't do the,
Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. What are you doing? What are you playing? What is this? Ooh!
There, have fun.
Right. Okay. So Sonic Utopia is a fan game that, showed up in 2017, and... Oh,
So
now we're drowning.
Just to clarify, this isn't Sonic. This is Blue Hedgehog, right?
No, this is Blue Knuckles, you dumb fuck.
We can't use Knuckles either. They own that.
Oh, is this... Oh, because this is a fan game. Oh, yeah, this is our Sonic fan character,
We can't say Sonic.
Oh, this is our Speedy Hedgehog, fan character, Fast Boy. So anyway, this game showed up in 2017, just kind of out of nowhere. And I think really blew away the Sonic fan base. It at least blew me away. You know, we looked at the past Sonic Adventure. We looked at the present Sonic Generations. I really feel like Sonic Utopia is the future. I think, to an extent, for the most part, it's where the Sonic series should go from this point on. In terms of 3D. You know, it's very momentum-based, it's very physics-based, much like the classic games. But it's this big open world kind of sandbox. Now, that could just be the tech demo, and maybe, hopefully, it is. But, like, there's just so much here that feels like Sonic. And whenever I play something like Forces, which, Clayton, if you remember, I literally said, this doesn't feel like a Sonic game. I look at Utopia and I go, that's the way they gotta go. Just everything about it to me is what I love about Sonic. There's a sense of speed, there's physics, this aesthetic, this music. The animations are taken straight from Sonic CD's opening. This is Sonic to me. This is what 3D Sonic maybe should have always been. That's not really for me to say. We can't change the past, but we can move the future. And man, do I feel like Sonic Utopia is the way this series should go. And I know I'm playing it like a fucking jackass right now, but I'm also kind of playing it one-handed, and I'm not playing it seriously. You can find videos online. In fact, the Sonic Utopia subreddit is a really great place for this, of just people being like, hey guys, just completed my world record speedrun in 4 seconds, and you're like, oh, he found a glitch. No, they just build up so much fucking momentum and just go nuts. You can build up so much speed in this game if you know what you're doing.
So what's the goal of this demo?
It's just to get to the end of the level.
Okay.
So this is just a tech demo to show off their engine, that like, hey, we can do this. You know, it is really just a sandbox. Now, they were saying that they were going to have a level, a full like level. They were going to build a whole fan game out of this. There's going to be a full level at Sage 2018. Sorry, Sage 2018, which is the big Sonic fan game competition, I guess is the best word for it. Showcase. But they didn't have anything last year, even though they said they would, and then I haven't really heard anything about it since then. So I don't know if it's canceled or what the status is, but this first level has so much to explore and do that if Sonic Utopia really is just a tech demo and never goes farther than that, I'm not going to be brokenhearted. Because I'll always have this to be like, this is what Sonic should be. This is what Sonic feels like. Whenever I this is gonna get weird. Whenever I close my eyes and think about Sonic, which happens probably more than a guy who's not a furry should happen. Utopia is really, it's this Sonic CD aesthetic, but it's this blistering speeds of something like Generations. That's what Sonic, in my mind, is like. And Utopia captures that. Even though Utopia doesn't have the boost, doesn't have any of that. It's all physics and momentum, which is what made the classic Sonic games good. Well, I mean, there's more factors to it than just that, but that's what made them unique. Mario didn't have these physics. Mario didn't have momentum in his speed. And I just feel like a 3D Sonic, especially now after fucking looking at Forces, has lost this, right? Has lost the charm, has lost the originality, has lost the heart of Sonic. And it breaks my heart, but what can you do? And that's why I'm so happy, stuff like Sonic Mania was made, because it's Sega literally going to the fans, the people who know how this franchise should be, and they're like, hey, Sonic fans, make a Sonic game. And then they made Mania, which is, fucking better than Forces. Probably the best Sonic game since Generations. In fact, I'd say that. If not better than Generations. So, if Sega is giving their 2D Sonic to the fans, give their 3D Sonic to the fans too. And not the fucking ones who made Sonic Forces.
So, I know that Nintendo is sort of not eye-to-eye with their fans on fan-created content.
Yes.
Is that different with Sega? Like,
yes.
Is Sega's not the kind of person that would DMCA strike this?
No.
Okay.
Sonic Mania, it literally came about because Sega was like, hey, we like the fan games.
Okay. So it's very possible that this can continue development.
Yes, 100%. There's hundreds of Sonic fan games. There's hundreds of Sonic ROM hacks, but the fan games are the ones that they could really DMCA strike hard. And Sega loves it. Sega, they don't love it. They're not out there promoting it, but they're not taking it down. Because in cases like this, Sonic Utopia is a better 3D Sonic game. It's one level, and it's a better 3D Sonic game than Forces is. So... So Clayton,
Yeah.
you understood why I liked an adventure. You understood why I like Generations. Do you understand why I feel like this should be the future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems like it plays pretty well, even if there's... I mean, it's a tech demo. There's not too much, like, keeping you, there's not much direction to it, I guess.
Yes.
So I feel like if the direction was there, if there was something that a person like me could hold on to, then yeah, I mean, it seems great.
Yeah. I think I'm excited to see if this game's still in development, where they're going with it, like what they're going to do. But until then, I think like Sonic Utopia is just wonderful. It has flaws, sure, and I think the more linear setting might hurt it more than harm it. I'm not really sure, but it's just such a wonder. It's wonderful. It's grand.
I'm trying to... Konami.
Yeah.
Sega. Because they just, one of our chat made bleh, one of our, chat users made a little, mentioned that Sega they do pachinko now. Is that they're taking the route of Konami?
A little bit.
That's what they do, right? Konami just...
Yeah,
sold
Konami's
out.
just a pachinko machine
Yeah.
company, yeah. Sega right now is, as far as I understand it, like, we still have Sega of America and everything, but they are divided, development-wise, into two majority teams. They are divided into the Yakuza team, which has a good reason for being a main team. And then you've got your Sega of America... I'm sorry, there's three dev teams. There's the Yakuza team, there's the Sega of America team, who the word on the street is that they're going to be the ones in charge of Sonic from now on.
Right.
And then they have a third team who right now is making like mobile games, but Sega has said they're going to move them on to revitalizing other classic franchises. So like we're getting a new Streets of Rage, but I don't know if that's done in-house or not. So as far as I understand, those are the three divisions of Sega right now. It would not surprise me if there was a huge pachinko machine division that's just pumping out pachinko machines, because that's huge in Japan. But Sega as a company, I'll give them that they, with this new restructuring, seems like they might understand what they should be doing as a company more than before they restructured late last year. So we'll see. Okay, Sammy Corporations is the one who makes the pachinko. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like, am I hopeful for Sonic's future? Yeah. Do I think we'll get another good Sonic game? Yeah. I think we'll see a Sonic Mania 2. And that'll be good. Do I think we'll get a good 3D Sonic game again? I hope so. You know, there are fans who want more boost games. I don't. As much as I love Generations, Forces is just such an example of how to fuck that up. Do I want Sonic Adventure 3? Do I want them to go back to adventure physics? Maybe, but like adventure physics are super janky, and like adventures, if they're gonna do a new adventure game, I don't want all the fucking You know, I want to be able to play as Tails and Knuckles, but I don't want to play as Tails in a mech or Knuckles treasure hunting. Like, I just want to play as them. And I think if they did something like that, called it Adventure 3, I think fans would be mad. What I'd want is something like Utopia. I'd want like a completely fresh start with this. Not like Sonic Lost World. Even though I think Lost World is okay, Lost World doesn't do it for me. We need a 3D Sonic game that has speed as a reward, branching levels. We need a Sonic game that feels like a Sonic game. And Lost World wasn't that, even though it's a clean start. So I think even just ideas from Utopia, I think, is the right way to go. But I don't know if they ever will. I don't know where the Sonic franchise is headed. And, you know, that's why I look at things like Utopia and go, I really hope it's headed like this, but I don't know. For all I know, we're going to get Forces 2 in like 6 months. And it's going to be even worse than the first one. And then Sega will continue to be like, why does nobody like modern Sonic? Why do you guys only like the classic games? Anyway.
You know, speaking of like weird...
I can't get out of this hole.
Yeah, I'm noticing that you're having a little bit of difficulty there.
It's really hard to do on a keyboard, folks.
I recently learned about, I think it was Super Mario Land.
The Game Boy games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recently learned that those were a thing, and I saw gameplay from it, and it was weird.
Yeah. We could play those on the show sometime, because I have the Super Game Boy for the SNES, so we can just pop them in my Super Game Boy.
Are they good? Because they looked really weird. They looked like fine games, just not Mario games.
Mario Land 2, I think, is good. Mario Land 1, when it came out, was great, right? Like, it was Mario on the Game Boy. You could take Mario on the go. Nowadays, it's not very good.
Okay.
But Mario Land 2, I still hold, I think, is a good game. I might be biased because I played that one a lot whenever I found out what emulators were. I played that game a lot. But, yeah, we can play those games sometime. The great thing about the show, about doing Encore Friday nights, is, like, I've got a big game collection, and that's not to jerk myself off. It's honestly probably a problem. I've got too many games, and I can't stop buying them. But it's nice because having the show Friday nights, because then I can be like, yeah, we'll hook up my Super Game Boy, play Mario Land 1 or 2. That's not something I did that 5 years ago, maybe. That was the last time I've done that. It's nice to have this thing that justifies my addiction. So, people watching, watch this segue into wrapping it up. People watching, thank you for enabling me. And thank you for watching. Tonight was a really great stream. It was a really great night. We kind of, peered into Sonic's past. Hopefully, maybe the future of Sonic. We had some fun with our blue speedy boy. And I want to thank you all the new followers, all the viewers who tuned in tonight. Captain Hype in the chat, thank you for tuning in and talking to us. We'll for sure be back next Friday with another episode of Encore. We might do another stream earlier in the week. We'll see. We got some stuff working on. New skits are coming to the channel real soon, and that scares me because I don't know if I'm ready for this again. But I'm creatively recharged, and we're gonna hop back in real soon. So thank you for sticking with us through this, and through everything. I don't know. I'm getting like emotional over this. I don't know what it is, but legitimately, thank you all for watching tonight. We'll see you next Friday. Clayton, did you have something you wanted to say before we end the show?
Nothing in particular. I was trying to get the chat to get me to play Ant Wario. They didn't really respond positively to that.
Wow, I wonder why.
Yeah, I was a little taken aback. So that's my message to you guys. Like, what the hell?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here thanking the viewers who are like, hey, fuck you guys. You didn't want me to play this shitty game? Wow. Clayton will not be appearing in any other Fudge Films production after this. He is canned. Clayton, do you have like a last words, like a severance kind of? You know, I can't do severance pay, but I can give you like 10 seconds to make a severance statement. So go ahead.
I have the power to tank this company.
Good night.